Showtime in 60 seconds. "45 seconds. "30 seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
And the First Lady gave 3 speeches today, first in North Carolina, then here in Tampa, and then she is headed up to Georgia.
How much is costing us? And is she, Lummy, using Air Force One?
I think she used Air Force One or Air Force Two or something.
Those are 3 states that the president would very much.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
I should have. Wednesday, July 10, 2024, I should have my Hogan. His happy biz birthday. Oh, but he says Biz in it. He doesn't say Liz on me. Today is Lummy's 40th birthday. And on our screen, when we're not playing stories about how cool Donald J. Trump is and making you go crazy, but instead I'm doing stories about how cool Joe Biden is.
He's banging wives.
Yeah. When I do all that, when I don't have those beautiful stories up for you to potentially visually watch on Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, X, I think, Lemmy, those are locals. I think those are the visual aspects of our show.
Yes.
Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, X, Facebook, locals. Did I miss anything?
I think you got everything on that one.
See.
Visual.
What do you mean? What do you mean for visual?
Well, because then you can go to Bubba Army HQ if you don't want to.
Well, audibly.
Yeah.
But if you want to visually watch us, it's Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X, and locals.
Correct.
We're on 6 different visual platforms.
What if I strictly want to just listen to you on the Rattler in Phoenix?
Well,
are we still on there?
Yes, we're on the FM. We're not on an AM anymore because the stick broke yesterday.
Oh, my God.
The antenna fell over.
Dwight Harris, 20 on the super chat. Thank you.
Let me. That's what Lynn tweeted out, or I'm sorry, Facebooked out or something. Our great owner Lynn.
Good guy.
Novix or something like that. He's a great guy. He's one of the last like him and John Cracchiola. Like, we're not on big corporate, radio stations. We're on little mom and pops. And when I say little, I don't mean necessarily little, like 103.1 in Fort Walton Beach is 50,000 watt. So but we're not.
You're a mom and pop, man.
Yeah, I'm a little boutique radio station.
You're a pop and pop.
Yeah, I'm a pop and pop, whatever. Anyway, Lynn Novak from Phoenix is one of the dying breeds of the great, mom and pop owners. A family or a guy or a group of dudes own 8, 9 radio stations. Not like iHeart, who owns 775, and Cumulus, who owns 480, and Cox, who owns 67 or 70, Beasley, who owns, I think, 85.
And Cox started layoffs last week.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they fired a couple of lifers.
Yeah, I didn't see any Tampa firings. I saw a Jacksonville. I saw a somewhere, 3 other markets where people had been with Cox since the Cox sister owns it. Like since Bob Neal was president.
Oh yeah, this was Rush, man. He had been there for like 25 years.
Yeah,
he'd been there before I got there.
Was it all people that were making a lot of money? They usually go after the guys that have tenure.
Yeah, it's normally the tenure and the guys that are in those like middle of the road, like digital creator jobs where they just figure they get 5 other people to do the job, for part time.
Well, I heard that was it? I forget which company it was. It might have been Cox. I think it was Cox because they got rid of the guy from Orlando that had been there on the You might know who this might be Tuttle. I forget. I think his name was Bill, and he'd been on WDBO for like 30 years. Afternoon Drive, I think.
Yeah, I think was it Joe? I forget. Joe Kelly is one that they just got rid of at WDBO.
I think he had been like there 30 years. And then when I was reading the radio rags, they were like, Cox is going to go after, people that have been around a long time and morning show co-hosts and producers, meaning
BJ Pros to $100 on the super chat.
You're like,
Tuttle Taliban.
Whoa! Tuttle Taliban. I love it.
That's my company, by the way.
What do you mean?
Well, that's the company I work for.
BJE Pros.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought you worked for
the Tattle Band.
Yeah, I'm like,
Nah,
how are you working for Tuttle? You are Tuttle Band.
I'll hear them out. Good benefits.
Hey, I don't even think Bubba. That just maybe might want to write it down for later. But did you know that Colton works for Tuttle now?
No,
Yeah, he does.
He quit his job.
All right, hold on. This is way too early to get into this. This is a high spot. This is a 7:15 high spot.
Tuttle's the boss.
I don't want to blow this out when we're just building our audience. We got the later. You notice the later the show goes, the bigger audience we get.
Of course.
It's also the more ornery people get later on in the show. People are a little bit, but the ones that hang out at 6 are a little bit more chill.
You think if we ever left regular radio and did like a 11 to 3 show,
yep,
we'd potentially have even more people because more people are up?
Yes, sir.
I think so, too.
I even think if we did something closer to nighttime, I think that could be even bigger.
No, I don't want to do afternoons.
We've done nights before. Remember?
First of all, I'm not ever doing nights. 1. 2, I don't even want to do afternoon drive. I want to do middays. I want to do 11 to 3 or 11 to 2. That's it.
That's a good spot.
I mean,
one of the most people online though, isn't it at night, like after work and everything? I mean, look, we're not doing anything now. I'm just saying, if you do get off mornings one day, I think you just want to maximize, when you're doing your show. I think anything is better than starting at 6 o'clock in the morning. So if you started at 10 or 11, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And there's not a lot of I mean, I don't think there's a lot of competition at that time.
Well, you're competing with TV, like viewing habits.
Yeah, but I mean.
Night.
But like during the day, most people are at work, and I think that they would be easier for them to watch us at work if you had an office job or something. I don't know.
Well, 3-4 hours.
I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. What's that now?
3-4 hours at home is a lot to dedicate. If you get home at 5, you're up till 10 or 11.
Yeah, exactly. Like 11 to 2, little 3-hour show.
I'd shake it for a 4th hour. I'd do the Bubba Post show.
Well, we would, but we would do like a 3-hour regular show seen on all 6 platforms, Bubba Army HQ. And
then we'd shake our ass for the other ancillary shows, right?
And then we get done. We're on the big show 11 to 2, and then we use that hour 2 to 3 to create a podcast or an after show or something additional. That's the 2 to 3 is the additional hour that we're going to create. That's going to be exclusive to somewhere that we can shake you down for a few nickels.
I can't wait because I know that's the future. And I know it's coming sooner than later.
I wonder if I should just. I don't want to hang people out though, but I wonder if I should say have a target date of the after 2025. Which would give everybody plenty of notice to find a replacement for me.
Yeah,
and just say the first Monday in January of 2026, we will only be seen digitally. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get us. We're no longer on terrestrial radio. We're done. We're retiring from terrestrial radio and sticking with our digital platforms. digital and streaming platforms. And the new showtime is going to be 11 to 2. And then an after show potentially, or a podcast.
I mean, it'd be all kinds of stuff.
2 to 3.
I can't imagine how how much more energy we'd have if we weren't getting here.
Oh my God!
5:30 in the morning. How much more we'd have to want to create and do.
I want to bump up the date on there.
Yeah, well, I was thinking I thought we could do this by the end to 2024.
Yeah, but that's really hanging some people out. You know? Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to talk to a few. But it's also, can you see? Because I've done terrestrial radio now for nearly 40 years. I think it's 38 years. 1986 was my first year. So what is that? 38 years.
Yeah.
And so I don't know any other. Like, I'm so terrestrial radio is the only thing I've ever really done, and having done it now for 38 years, just to not be doing it anymore. It's still kind of my little training wheels in life, if you will.
And Diesel Dick said you've been on this kick ever since you talked to Phil Henry, but you and I have talked about this off the air, and you've talked about it before with Tom Bean about just ditching radio entirely and sending everybody to the digital platforms.
Yeah, I think, I think I need to talk about that.
Talk to important people.
Tuttle, you're a radio guy. I mean, and you're also a streamer guy. You got kicked off regular radio. You didn't have the ability to hang on to 5 or 6 places like I do. And there's actually, here's why I'm reluctant, Seth, is because there's 2 radio stations right now that are big, that are big. They're over 50,000 watt, and they're FMs. I got 2 50,000 watt FMs that I would say were 80-20 on signing the show.
That's a good odds.
And really nice markets. So, it seems like when I'm just starting to get a little bit of momentum over there, then I just, I quit. And I don't know, maybe take that momentum to where we're going.
I mean, listen, Bubba, I'm not trying. I wasn't planning on having this conversation. I'm not trying to talk. I'm not trying to talk.
Hold on. We must have this conversation. Do you know why?
Yeah.
It's not politics, bitch.
Okay, yeah. I'm
Curtis Henry 20.
Here's the thing. All the haters that hate me, can you at least throw me a bone when I'm not doing what you accuse? That's what Bubba does. Talk politics, MAGA. Bubba sucks MAGA D. Politics. Who wants to hear that? We want to hear, go back to funny. Be funny. No politics. Be funny. Bitch, I'm being funny, and I ain't talking about politics right now. There ain't nobody going to throw me a bone, though. They're not going to say, you know what, Bubba, right out of the show, introduced Tuttle, got into a non-politic-y kind of deal.
I do think it would be nice if people said, hey, I liked, I hate when you talk politics, but I like when you do this. If you could do more of that, that'd be great.
Or, the haters, every show sucks. We suck.
Yeah.
Everything sucks. Okay, that's great. You're right. But there's got to be, one, you're riveted to the radio. You're riveted to by whatever source for 4 hours. You know more about the show than anything. And you hate tweet or hate post things about us. You know every small little facet and potential conspiracy about us, but we suck. We suck. Too much politics. I'm on pills. All kinds of just any possible thing.
I read that I'm a broken human being. That all I have is weed and that you prey off of.
And yeah, exactly. And
Prey off.
Yeah. I'm the perfect kind of guy Bubba preys off of.
You know what would make do you know what would make your hate for him but more legitimate? Do you know what would make it more legitimate? Is if because all of you haters for the most part, listen to a lot of the show. Let's just be honest. It would be nice for you to say, yeah, you know what? I've hated on Fatso. I've hated on that Fats. I'm up to. By their accounts, I'm up to 425 right now.
Oh, of course.
Yes, I am.
No way. You look good, man.
I weighed this morning. I've gained a little bit of weight.
Are you a crispy 290?
No, I'm not. If I was 290, I'd be flipping out. I was 285 today. No, not nice, Lummy. Don't agree with everything I say. You should say, ooh, little chunky.
He's definitely not going to be looking sexy for your party.
Bubba, muscle weighs more than fat.
Yeah, but Lummy, when I went to Ronnie's party, hate for him, is if every once in a while, because there's got to be something that we do that you like, There's got to be something that that I have done that you respect. You got to think that I'm good at something. I mean, you just can't think that I'm just downtrodden, has been, hack, washed up. Listen, I mean, I have a viable business with 6 employees. Like, I mean,
but we're all broken and poor, Bubba.
Yeah,
and none of us can support our families.
But I'm just saying, like, okay, so whatever your favorite show is, that you love so very much, that person for the most part gets a paycheck and is not responsible for anybody else. Doesn't have 5 or 6 or 7 additional people that his business has to pay. No. So that in itself should show you that I kind of know what I'm doing.
Listen,
I know that I'm a snake oil salesman, and I know that I'm a grifter, and I know that I'm all these things that you hate. But there's got to be at least one decent quality or one shred of talent. If I've been able to do this business for a career, and at times really make a good career for 38 years, and I'm still hold on, and I still got at least I think I still got a good 10 years left in me. Like, and I don't think that my cognitive skill, yes, I'm getting a little older. Yes, Lummy, I probably at times forget things and call Rhett Seth and Seth Rhett and you Jim and Tuttle Fred. Yes, and, yes, I hacked the English language up tremendously. Yes, I am probably lost a step in my sharpness, but I think you got to lose like 6 steps in your sharpness before you can hang it up in radio. I mean, the Don Imus, Howards, these guys go well into their 70s, and I think I can go into if my little fat ticker can keep going, I think I could continue to do radio for another 10 or so years. So is that not worth something?
But
you suck. Quit talking about politics. Seth's miserable.
Well, Bubba, stop
Lummy's stupid.
Bubba, stop trying to get validation from Reddit. Reddit's not going to give you your flowers.
You found that forum, didn't you? I recently stumbled across it. You wouldn't believe the horrible things said about me.
I know, but hold on now. I read it and I'm just like, I'm not reacting to it.
Well, guess what? We took ownership of it yesterday because I tweeted it out.
Okay, well, that's fine.
And now guess what? There's other people in there that don't hate the show.
Okay, great. Thank you for sending the Calvary.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, listen, it's just, if all of you haters, first of all, I find it a little bit of an honor to even have a Reddit hate column. I mean, you got to kind of be popular, don't you? You just don't give hate They just don't start hating on, non-existent, non-relevant people.
Right.
Do you think most radio hosts could have dealt with the hate and adversity that you've had to deal with through your life?
No, you mean getting trumped up on lawsuits and not getting, not being properly represented by the state attorney, and so the state attorney is always vying for you and he arrests you and try to put you in prison for a radio stunt, and then another radio guy gets his feelings hurt and sues you in a big high-profile case, and then you get jammed up on a ratings gimmick that people will never know the real truth to. If you really knew the truth to all of that, if you knew the truth to everybody said Bubba's a cheater, he got caught up in a ratings deal. I know I'm not even supposed to be talking about this. I'm not going to talk about the outcome or the settlement, but I'm just telling you right now. I'm just saying this: you would be surprised if you knew what the truth was. That's just what I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, I suck. And, but hey, Lummy, happy 40th birthday, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you.
And, Lummy, I hope that you truly want to be here because according to them, you're Stockholmed, you're stupid, and you're just my doormat. I treat you with no respect. I make you move heavy things.
Yeah.
And
keeps me in shape.
And so, like, they literally take the show so seriously that, like, Lummy, I literally, you are the biggest person here, and to move this little boxing thing that I have that has sand weights on the bottom, you have moved it before for me.
Yeah.
And they're like, but by me asking you to move it, and would you say it might have been 8 feet that I asked you to move it?
If that.
Right.
And you didn't even remind me. I went out and did it myself.
I know, but hold on.
Yeah.
But me expecting you to move heavy things around here is just disrespectful to you, and you should tell me to F off. And most radio people don't have to put up with that kind of stuff. If I was back at Sirius and Howard Stern asked me back when I was jacked up at 249 on Deca and Test and Winstrol and Clenbuterol and all that, I'm just Macho Man's getting a boner right now. I was just jacked up on everything, Lummy. Just roid boy. I look good as hell, so strong as hell.
Tans on.
I was doing like 315 for like this is 2005 when I didn't have a job and I trained every day with Hogan. I was doing 315 on the incline for like 5 and 6. Strong as hell, big as hell, in shape, good looking, double earrings, gold tips. If Stern would have said, Bubba, could you move this heavy thing in my studio 9 feet? I would have been like, of course, no problem. But it's a problem, Lummy, when I ask you to do that.
Well, I'm happy to do it.
So anyway, happy 40th to you,
Thank
my
you.
friend.
Are we going to do a breakfast for Lummy?
Yeah, and we got a cake coming.
Right.
So the merch Publix bakery doesn't open up till
I'm just trying to get a free meal, Bubba. So
I understand.
Yeah.
So let me see if I made the right decision or not, according to Reddit. Lummy, I could have A, picked up the cake last night.
Correct.
And had it here right at the beginning of the show. Or I could B, wait for Publix to open up at 7, get it then, have Merch Kick bring it over. And I told her, I even told Merch Kick, don't even wait for a break. Like as soon as you have it, put the candles on it and bust in right during a segment. Unless it's Bill O'Reilly. But the Publix bakery opens up at 7, so I'm thinking, okay, I could have it here at 6, or I could have it here at 7:15, and if I get it at 7:15, that means I don't have to lug it from my apartment to over here where it could possibly get damaged.
That's right.
And it could,
You're not lugging anything. Merch Crick's handling all this. Right? I mean,
if I had brought it this morning, if I brought it at when I got here,
God forbid you have to drive over with a cake in your car.
You're half my hate. You son of a bitch.
Bubba,
Did you spray?
I just sprayed you like a dog.
Why?
You just peed on the carpet.
Because what? Because I'm bringing the facts to the table
No,
that you can't
because-
handle?
no.
Politics boy?
No,
MAGA
listen.
sucker?
Listen, asshole. Because of this, I tell you, stop trying to shove it up my ass when there's nothing to shove up my ass. Meaning, like
I'm shoving it up your ass. That there was a big whodunit about you couldn't bring a cake over to Lum Lum.
Listen to me.
Between 6 and 7.
Listen to me. First of all, I'd like for all the haters to note that this is not political. Secondly, and you know what? I find it funny. And thirdly,
I'm a broken man inside, Bubba. Stop preying on me.
Thirdly, Seth, I'm thinking about chain of command, and there's less people touching it if it stays in the bakery at Publix and only one person goes and grabs it and brings it right here. I'm thinking about freshness. It's probably fresher and going to be freshest if Merch Crick picks it up at the bakery in 38 minutes. I even told her be first in line as soon as it opens.
Oh,
that cake's sliding off the front seat the way you drift around corners, so it's probably a good idea.
Exactly. You know how I drive. So next thing I know, I'm driving. I got my hand on the cake, and next thing I know, I get into a 5-car pileup and I die. Oh, everybody's happy. I should have got the goddamn cake last night.
Well, listen, it's going to be better than last year, getting the cake celebration. So I just
what happened last year?
Oh, I just was attacked for not inviting someone to my birthday. So
I remember that.
Yeah.
Hey, Lummy, can you tell me why? I just want to let you know I worked all night on a cake for you. And I'm just, by the way, I'm a beginner. It's not like it's Marie Guatemala where she spends 3 days making a cake. This bitch whipped some Betty Crocker stuff up, okay? I mean, like, Maria Guatemala is probably, and my sister and my mom are probably the only 3 people that I know that actually make a cake from scratch.
I could have made one.
You could make a cake from scratch.
Yeah, me and mom. Yeah, well, I mean, I grew up an only child, and being out on the farm, I was bored and had no friends, and
make cakes.
Cakes.
Then how about this? Put your money where your mouth is, bitch.
Pastry Patrick.
No. I give you the belt for that, bitch, but you're the only guy who doesn't want the belt.
It's too heavy.
Man, Seth is such a dick that he doesn't even want the belt. He's
It's
like, keep your heavy belt off my shoulder.
Him and Brian.
I'll display it. It's tough to hold, man. It's just, I can't be me.
Wear it on your waist.
I did. They didn't like it.
I need to give. There we go.
They hated that I was on the waist.
Lummy.
Well, you gonna tell Tuttle what he needs to do?
So anyway, yes, Tuttle. Since you say that you can make a cake or a pie, because if you can make a cake, you can make a pie. Isn't a pie a little more labor intensive if you don't buy the?
Well, if you're doing the lattice, I mean, if you're making a pie that's got lattice on top of it.
Well, my mom and sister, when they make pies, they don't go get the fabricated crust. Like, they make the dough, they make the crust from hand with flour and milk and rolling pins. Like, can you do all that, or are you like,
Oh, I mean, I'm way better cake baker, but pies I could easily do.
What would be your specialty cake? Since you're
could you do a triple decker like for a wedding?
Yeah, like could you do like a German chocolate?
Yes, I did. Me and Mom used to make a 3-layer German chocolate cake.
All right, so can you? You got a month. I got my calendar right here. And
Colton's getting the supplies as we speak.
We got to get into that. I'm so enamored with that. Seth, do not let me forget that, please.
Oh, these guys are going to be baking a cake on the clock for their other job, Bubba.
All right. So your next appearance on this show is August 7th.
All right. Putting it in my calendar now.
Okay. Now, could you videotape, like, for content, and then we can make a video, and then you bring that cake to the show, and we have a video supporting that you did make that cake from scratch?
Yes, for sure. I can have Colton film it. Now, I also do red velvet.
No, I want the German chocolate.
Okay.
I want the German.
Well, why not both, Bubba? I mean, if he's not going to.
No, I mean that's too. I mean, it's too
much.
Yeah,
I can make a mayonnaise cake.
Oh no.
Ed Kelly, 25.
No. Tuttle, I told you the cake I wanted.
Okay, German.
So stop with trying to,
stop showing off all the flavors that you're capable of.
Seth Wiley for 40.
By the way, I don't know if on the screen it's if I haven't been able. I've been so busy signing on the show and not being politicky that I have completely forgot. I don't even have a feed of the show.
Oh,
okay, there we go. So I was thinking, Lummy, like maybe during commercials. Or and I'm talking to Rhett and Mach, if you guys are available. Hello, fella. Good morning to you guys. Hello, Rhett. And hello, Macho Man, Rhett. Hello.
Macho said a story
Man
last night.
And Rhett. Hello. Hey, when during there you go. Perfect.
Oh, is it up?
So all show. Now, Rhett, I don't know if you can you do like that yellow pop out, kind of clickbaitish font that says "Happy 40th Lummy" or something like that on the picture. I don't know if that's. Can you do that?
Yeah, I got you. Give me a few minutes.
No, I don't expect it to. You
don't want it today.
Not today.
No, but
for next year.
No, but like if it took till 7, I could understand that. It might take a while. I understand that you can't have it done in 5 seconds. So thank you for that, my friend. I appreciate it. So,
well, Tara wants to know if we want Metro Diner breakfast.
Tara?
Yes. Yeah,
no.
Sent me a text.
No.
Okay.
Tell her no, because we got the cake.
Yeah, I know. That's why I told her.
Cake's not, Bubba. Cake's not breakfast for a lot of people.
I understand that.
I understand. But I don't know if you do.
Tara, maybe breakfast tomorrow. I don't know, but let
There's
me
like eggs and potatoes. It doesn't all have to be pancakes and cake. All right, never mind.
I told her we had cake coming.
I'll suffer in silence.
We got
stomach's so.
You and Gooch are suffering in silence.
My stomach's so growly this morning.
I've been trying to get a face-to-face meeting with Tara. She hasn't been calling me, so I was hoping she was coming in.
So this is how you do it. If you want to get a face-to-face meeting with Tara, is she's listening right now. So sell your pitch right now. Use my airwaves to pitch her on what you wanted to talk to her about.
All right. Does she go by Mrs. Clem?
No, Mrs. Zidane.
Mrs. Zidane. I thought he took her last name.
He may have. I don't know. Just say Tara.
Okay.
Because you guys are on a first name basis.
All right. Hey, Miss Tara, my boss, Mr. Hunter, has been wanting me to get a face-to-face because I think our expertise would be able to alleviate some of your workload.
Oh, no.
What?
It's a sales deal.
No, that's what I told him to do.
I didn't know. Okay, go ahead.
Well,
Sorry.
I mean,
Guy's got a real job.
I got my new business cards on me.
What? First of all, do you know what Tara's space is, and do you know what what is your space?
Well, we do recruitment and hiring and business management.
Right.
And I know that she does medical stuff,
Right.
getting people hired and supplies as well. So I was thinking that we would be able to help her out, and we could both be printing money left and right here.
Well, she's printing money. She's got 2 printing machines.
I want some of it.
He wants the print too, Bubba. Let the man print.
Who doesn't?
You want a little printer too?
Yes.
All right.
Stanley Furrow 10 on the super chat.
Do you have? Thank you, Stanley.
John DeLuca 10 and Keith Mauser. Cash App.
Cash App. Thank you. Man, the super chats have been great. That's how you. That's the currency of YouTube. So thank you so very much. And it's really became a pretty nice little number.
Yes, it has.
So, Tuttle, do you have my sister's phone number?
Yeah, she goes straight to voicemail every time.
She's blocked from before.
No, Tara loves Tuttle, man. When Tuttle was Baker acted.
Tara, call.
Tara went.
Every day she came like.
Well, maybe Tara can call the show and she can just hard know you right now, but be nice about it.
Oh, yeah.
Or you know what, Tuttle?
Maybe can we get an eggs kicker with some hash browns?
Or she could say, just generically hearing what you had to say, I think potentially maybe I'd be interested in speaking with you. I can't promise you that this is that your space and my space intersect, but it'd be worth a meeting. Or no, Tuds, based on what you described, I don't think we don't need that.
From Tara Sedan Clem, we're a healthcare staffing firm and we do recruiting as well, not supplies.
Okay, but I mean, we could help her. We could definitely help her.
They can help her, man.
Yes. We could alleviate some of the workload, and plus I get a $500 bonus if I can get her on the phone with my boss.
Just on the phone?
Hold on. Tara would probably do that for you. Tara would probably just at least take that phone. Like if you told your boss, hey, listen, I got 15 minutes set aside for you to talk to Tara. That's all she's got.
Put the merch crick on. We'll say she's Tara.
Because
who cares?
the merch crick. Hi, how's it going? The merch crick can tell you the sizes of the new slides, but she couldn't tell you a damn thing about Tara's space. I'll tell you, hey, what kind of nerd? I don't even know Tara's space very well.
She said she's working out right now. Tuttle, she'll call you later.
Okay.
Oh, Tuttle, look at that.
Yes.
So even if it's just like, hey, Tara, I know that, probably you don't want to do business with my, whatever, but if I can just get you on the phone with my boss.
She'll do that. She'll do that.
I get $500 bonus. If that would be like Tara giving you $500, she'd do it, no problem.
And the biggest finder's fee that's on the board right now, I'm trying to find a level 3 transmission technician. So...
Now, hold on.
Well, I'm your guy, buddy.
Level 3.
Hold on.
I got all the levels covered.
Hold on.
Up to 10.
Hold on. You talking about the transmission inside of a vehicle?
Yes.
All right. So your job is so vast that you go from nurse staffing to transmissions?
Yeah. I get maids for all the nights in Florida.
Wait, what kind of business are you running?
The night's in. All right.
Okay, so hold on. You staff the janitorial, the maids for the night's end. You are looking for used transmissions and trying to do nurse staffing with my sister.
Yeah, I mean, we're all over the board. Like if I get a level 3 transmission technician, I get $3 for every hour he works for the whole year.
But Tuttle's been a ruthless businessman.
Now, so I know where I can find you a level 3 transmission specialist.
Okay. Well, if you can make it help, I'll give you a finder's fee.
Let me tell Terry's Automotive.
Yeah, there you go.
My guy, he's the one that works on Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and I mean, he's probably now. Does this guy have to work at a certain dealership?
Yeah, but we are also paying for a relocation.
Yeah, I don't think he. I mean,
I don't think Terry's leaving.
Yeah, Terry. I mean, if you guys,
but if you know somebody,
I mean, yeah, he might know somebody, and then see the trickle down. See, everybody might get a little bony for it. Like I might get a little bony for giving you Terry, and then if Terry finds you the right guy, he might have to squeeze him off a little something.
Can he pass a drug test? We always have to pay. We have to pay for the drug testing and stuff.
I don't know. By the way, I don't. There you go. Look what's on screen now, Lummy.
Aww.
Happy 40th birthday, Lummy.
Where'd the red hair go?
You look just like Walker.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Look at you. How old were you there?
5. Yeah, I was 5. I was kindergarten.
Your mom had you. Now, was that
No,
your,
I was at school.
Was that your kindergarten school picture?
Well, they had a pony come to school.
They had the pony come to school.
Yeah, they had a pony come to school. It was cowboy. You could dress up in a cowboy outfit.
What?
So they had the pony, and then you could sit on the pony?
Yeah.
And then walk around
walk around the playground.
Get one lap around the playground.
Yeah.
Did you have cap guns on?
No, it was a Christian school. We didn't believe in guns.
But back in the day, remember when we were kids, we could have real cap guns.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and if you pulled a cap, like in today's world, if you pulled a cap gun out on a cop, they would blow you to smithereens.
My dad got my Walker one at 1. He bought him a set of cap guns.
Yeah, maybe. But in today's world, I think the cap guns have the orange.
They have the orange cap.
Yeah, back in the day, our cap guns didn't have any. They didn't even start bringing the orange caps until 2000 or something. So every cap gun before that, man, if you pointed a cap gun at a cop, you would be dead.
I got my first real gun at 10.
You did?
Yeah, it was a 410 shotgun. I embarrassed my dad because I couldn't pull a trigger on a deer. He said he was disappointed. He was like, "You're no son of mine."
And go bake a cake with your mom.
So hold on. You're saying that you couldn't physically pull it, or you couldn't
I
mentally?
couldn't.
You couldn't mentally kill that deer.
No, I couldn't.
So he's like, "Son,
called me a pussy.
Son, you guys are in your deer stand or whatever," and he goes, "Son, there's a big deer right over there. Big white-tailed willie. Go ahead and blast her right out of the field." And so
I froze.
You had it all sided up.
Yep.
And then did you just say, "Dad, I can't do it"?
I could not do it. My dad took him out.
What did he use?
He had a Mossberg.
He said, "Move over, son. Let me kill Bambi. You go cook a. Why don't you go cook a cake with your mom, you little pussy?"
Yeah, it was a doe we folded up and put behind the back seat of his F-150. Got out of there so the game warden didn't catch us.
Well, it's probably nice of you because a 410's not really the best gun to kill a deer.
You're saying you couldn't even put him in the back of the because you'd already had your tag limit,
Yeah.
or it wasn't deer season.
We folded him up and put him behind the back seat, blood running.
Did your dad? I know the outdoorsman that your father was.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Seth, 36 minutes into the show and not 1 ounce of politics, bitch.
Well, I mean,
I was kind of scarred because when we got home and field dressed it.
Like I'm saying, your dad probably isn't one to waste.
No.
He ate. You guys ate that as a family.
Yeah, when we cut it open, a fawn fell out of the dough.
But you can't make the story any more sadder now, can you?
Well, dogs ate it. Tore it apart right in front of us.
We get we get peeks into Tuttle's darkness every now and again.
Yeah, yeah. I thought I lived a little bit of my dad was a little rough and tough. Man, we weren't out killing deers, hiding it from the game warden, taking it home, field dressing it. A baby falls out of its belly, and the dogs tear it apart.
Yep.
I gotta tell you, man, that's way more hardcore than I grew up. Not a one of us grew up like that. Tuttle, no wonder you're so dark.
I remember we killed a bunch of white chickens, blood all over, running around. Man, no wonder I'm so messed up.
Your dad would make you go out and kill the chickens?
Oh, yeah, grab it and swing it over your head.
Yeah, isn't that you're supposed to wring its neck?
Yeah, you grab by the head and you just swing it around.
That's literally the ethical way to kill chickens.
Yep.
Is what they call wring their neck, and you grab them and you literally do a whoop whoop and it cracks their neck instantaneously.
Yep.
So you had to go out, and then did you have to butcher them?
Yeah, well, you put them in boiling water so the feathers will all come off and everything.
This is after you've broke their neck?
Yeah, and cut their head off.
Okay. And
they run around for about 30 seconds.
With no head?
Yep.
I want to see that on YouTube. Headless chickens running.
Sometimes they can go up to a minute.
Just running around.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do with the heads? Give those to the dogs?
Oh, yeah. And we also compost.
Holy shit, a lot of people have worked here. Glad we built BubbaArmyHQ.com for all the PTSD memories.
Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
Oh, is this your guy?
No, it's my business card.
Oh. Patrick Fowler, Business Development Manager.
I know, who would have ever thought I'd be doing that? But I am looking for a level 3 type transmission person.
Now, what were you doing before this?
I was doing, well, I still am recruiting for AT&T.
Okay, so we need to get into the total, like, we need to get into,
Colton.
Colton.
Did you like your birthday present, Mommy? Did I get the right Gatorade for you?
Yeah.
I would have got you some alcohol, but it's not good for me.
No, I got too busy.
Lummy, are you doing anything after the show? Because I got a present for you. It's called My Ass on Your Dick.
Perfect.
Jesus.
Okay, perfect.
That's a little aggressive.
Well, I'm an aggressive boy.
Oh, my boss is ecstatic.
I think Tara might just give you the $500 Tuttle and say fuck the meeting. Twitch police, I would say your days in this Rumble chat are probably coming to an end.
Man, back to that Reddit forum, man. They're rough, dude. Whew.
Yeah, but you know what? They don't have their little secret area anymore. Now it's out in the open. So there was actually positive posts in there.
But those are some of the old haters, probably.
Secret area anymore. Now it's out in the open.
That's right, now they just can't run rapid where it's 90-10, and it's going to be maybe 50-50 now because we're going to get the cavalry in there. Fuck it up a little bit.
And they even hate on, like, Wizzy on there, and that just shows you the type of them. How can you hate anything about Wiz?
Well, I mean, like, that's not classy. That's bullshit. I mean, like, we don't even make fun of the girl on... We don't... Well, yeah, I guess we do.
What up, Quicker Ticker? What up, Berto?
You think they're gonna find Bubba Wallace for his dumb shit from the other day, or you don't watch NASCAR anymore?
I don't watch it. What do you do?
He, on the cool-down lap, he door slammed Bowman when he had his window net down, and everybody's like, why hasn't he been fined yet? And they think that he gets, like, special treatment.
Well, he does.
What up, Duchess of Duke?
Mommy, if I email you something, can you send it to Bubba in case he wants it?
What up, Bub Army for Life? Just talking to Tara. Jay Bowler, Don't Panic, It's Organic. Austin Scott. Hoss. I thought that said Auntie Scott.
What's up? Roberto Perez. What's up, Zolt 71, Black Eye and Cali? That was Cankles.
Haha, fuck boys and fuck girls. What up, Bubba Nash? Pow wow wow. Grouper Lips, I'm sure I'll see some of you guys this weekend. I hope Babyface is on tomorrow. I haven't talked to him. I haven't seen him. He updated his Facebook thing with a picture where they're on vacation. Clearly he got a deal.
No, that's a different one. I'll see if I can find it.
That's one with Kenny Wallace.
The guy that runs the Reddit actually isn't a bad guy. He just opened up a forum to talk about Bubba. Thank you, Tim. We've had a couple good podcasts up there lately. Already doing better on the numbers in the last 2 months, so thank you.
Bubba Wallace is talking here.
Want to hear all the times Hulk Hogan or Tucker Carlson called in?
I like that idea.
We have it all for you on BubbaArmyHQ.com. Now back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
It's Lummy's 40th birthday. We'll be bringing in a 40th birthday cake as soon as Publix opens and the merch crick can get there and get it back. I felt that was far more efficient and fresher and less hands touching it and less movement of said 40th cake
and
to do it that way than for me to bring it in.
And you can't beat a Publix cake.
Oh, you can get face cakes there now, too, where you can get the edible pictures put on them.
You mean like you send them a picture of yourself and they got like a 3D frosting printer?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. It looks just like a real picture, but it's edible.
Lummy drunk, formerly drunk Kim. Now what? Not
Is
so.
it just Kim or was it Party Kim? Or?
I think just Kim.
Just Kim.
$100 on the PayPal.
Woo!
Thank you.
For Lummy's birthday. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army. That's how we keep it afloat.
What's she doing, man? She's making it rain. Let's see if she's hiring.
I don't know, but it's nice to see. Her and Rainbow Rick used to be married, and they went through a divorce, and they both remained Bubba Army, and they show up at the same events, but don't talk to each other.
No, that is true.
And Rick's got his kind of new girl, and she's got her new dude.
Yeah.
And they just kind of like stay, opposite ends of the room together. It's kind of like an unwritten code.
And she went way younger, too, man.
Yeah, she's got like a 25-year-old dude or something. Like she's really, I don't know.
He's a nice guy, too.
Yeah, great.
He covered up that cleavage that she had popped out at the Yankees game.
Yeah.
Right over when I was talking to her.
And meanwhile, I think Rainbow Rick I think he's happy as hell with his new girl, and I don't think he even cares.
Well, that's what we want to have happen. If there is a divorce, I know things get messy, but you guys both take the Bubba Army. No one. It's not like you get the Bubba Army if there's a divorce. You guys still split it because we need everybody.
Well, I can tell you that Matt Hoxie's wife did not retain Bubba Army. I'll tell you that right now.
Bubba, have you ever stayed in contact with an ex or stayed friends with them?
No,
or just clean cut.
Rebecca and I are friends. Like she actually texted me on July 4th and said happy July 4th. But she's also remained friends with my mom and my sister too. But that's
How long were you hitting that for?
Oh, a while.
Hell yeah.
A long time.
Yes, sir.
I was hitting it while I was with Holly.
What a naughty man.
Oh yeah.
And then Holly found out that I was hitting Rebecca, and she left me.
Neil Malplaisir, 50.
She put the tape recorder underneath my Mercedes seat.
Caught you talking.
Caught me talking.
How long of a tape did she have on there?
Well, here's the deal. This is how she did it. It's when I did mornings on 98 Rock, and Rebecca lived out in Tierra Verde, and I lived in Pinellas Park as I was building my house in Tierra Verde. Well, Holly had to leave at like 6 o'clock because she worked like 7 to 7 or something like that, 4 days a week. I forget. But she had to be at work at 7 p.m. Well, she knew that I couldn't, if I was going to be doing something scandalous, I needed to get out of the house literally after her in order to I had to go over there, hit it, and get back by like 10 o'clock in order to get a good night's sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, of course.
So that means I needed to be there. So Holly, was suspecting that I was doing some shady stuff. So she just put a 90-minute cassette tape underneath the seat of my Mercedes and hit record. Like the old school realistic, tape recorders.
That you would take notes with.
Right. And so I would go to bed when she was getting ready or be watching TV in bed, and then I'd be like, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. And I'd usually not see her till about noon by the time I left the station, but she'd be sleeping usually. So we had kind of odd schedules. Well, Lummy, the minute I knew she was, I waited 5 minutes. The minute I knew she wasn't, coming back because she forgot her whatever, her beeper, I was in the car and out of there trying to,
get over there.
I had a 30-minute drive down to Rebecca's. I needed to get there, hit it, and try to get back by 9 so I could get some good sleep. So, she just, before she left, she knew if I was going to leave, it was to be quickly after her, which it was. And on the tape, Let me, because I was, I had an S600 Benz. Okay, it was a V12 S600 Benz. It was like $120,000 brand new.
Car phone?
Yeah, but it had like, it was one of the very first. It was a 2001, I think. And it was one of the very first that you could run the phone right through like the screen. Run it right through the radio.
Yeah. Oh wow!
Yeah, it was one of the very first cars that you could have just talk to the hands free, and it had a great system in it, so you could hear her talking back to you
perfectly clear.
Like there's no. I mean, it was like you're in a concert, listening, talking to each other. So as soon as so she asked me, "What are you doing tonight?" Because I said I had to go. I told her, I said, "Hey, I got to leave." Right after you do today, because I never drove my Benz. I always drove my. Let me remember Tyrone Isuzu gave me a free rodeo. So I just would drive my free Tyrone Isuzu truck. I would never drive my Benz. So today, I told on myself, Lummy. I said, hey, I got to go meet Brad Harden and a couple record reps. That's back when record reps would take the program director out to dinner. Do you remember those days, Seth?
Oh, pay for play. Pretty much. Yeah.
Payola. The record rep would come into town and tell Brad Harden, hey, let's go out to dinner.
So most of them were kind of schmucky though.
Yeah, and they would literally, the program director would bring like
hot chicks.
No, everybody, all the dudes from the station. And
then they're like, "Hey, what do you guys think about this Godsmack record?"
Yeah, well, it's great. Now that we're at Burn Steakhouse, running it up on your tab, and then they'd sometime, Lummy, after dinner, they'd take you down to the Dollhouse or the Penthouse Club. So when I told Holly I had a meeting with a record label rep tonight. That's not uncommon. We did that a lot. So she knew so I said, I'm going to drive my Benz.
Oh.
I didn't want to show up to Rebecca's in my clown car of a Tyrone Isuzu rodeo that was free. It was free and had, remember all those real radical,
Did you get a Daewoo also?
Well, I was a Daewoo spokesman, Volkswagen spokesman, Ford spokesman, Chevy spokesman.
Now we got the smart car.
Isuzu
cop cars.
Yeah. So anyway, I tell her, I said, I'm going to be driving my Benz tonight. She's like, oh, okay. Well, then I told her which one to put the recorder. I told her myself.
Do you think if she would have put it in the Isuzu if you didn't say anything?
I don't know what she would have done. I should have kept my big fat mouth shut.
How'd she confront you? Like, did she try to let you?
So in the tape, as soon as I pull out, I dial Rebecca, and it's all through the entire sentence, through the entire vehicle. She's like, hello, and she's like, are you about ready? Have you left yet? I'm like, that's right, baby. I've left yet. I'm almost halfway there. And then I'm like, and then I was just talking all that crap. I'm going to bust that ass when I get there.
Oh, my gosh.
And she's like, I know. And I was like, listen, I want you completely nude, answering the door. Then I want you to take me back to your bedroom. I want some candles. And she's like, I guess Holly probably doesn't do this for you. Hell, then I start talking smack about Holly. I go, man, listen, let me tell you something, Becky. Don't say anything. I'm getting ready to dump her.
Oh, man.
Because that's how I keep Rebecca stringing along. I'm getting ready to dump her. Like, I'm not even talking about that. We don't even have sex anymore. Yeah.
That's how you do it, Bubba.
And so, hold on. When she goes then, so I pull in, and of course, when I go to work, I'm not going to drive my Benz to work. I drive my Isuzu.
Exactly.
So there it is. She gets off work at 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. And she pulls into our house. She just conveniently goes to my Mercedes, gets the player, listens to the tape, listens to the entire tape. And the tape is very bad, very bad. And so, after the show, I had a cell phone, but she didn't. She just had a beeper.
A bubble beeper?
She might have had a cell phone, but I always went I didn't rush right home because I didn't think I was in trouble. I would get off the air at 10. I'd spend 30 minutes with Brad Harden. He'd kind of go over the show a little bit on some stuff. He would kind of show note me a little bit because this is when I first started mornings, and I had a lot to learn. I did. And Brad Harden would spend 30 minutes with me every day except Fridays. And then I could be home by 10:45. But then I went to CNS Auto and would pitch quarters and gamble during the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I wouldn't get home till about 1 o'clock every day because after work I went and hung out with the boys, pitching quarters, playing euchre, spraying headliners, just having fun, just hanging out with the guys.
Yeah, that's cool.
So at 1 o'clock, I beep her. Now, Holly always beeped me right back. Like, never not called me back. So I beep her, nothing. 1:15. Because I thought I was going to get to work. I thought I was going to get home about 2 o'clock, and I wanted her to make me something to eat. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice. Yeah.
So I beep her at 1:15. She didn't beat me back. I beep her at 1:30. She doesn't beat me back.
Uh-oh.
Well, CNS Auto was literally right around the corner from my rental house because I was living in this Pinellas Park rental house while I was building it took me 2 years to build my big house out in Tierra Verde. So, I had to have a house in between because I sold my house in Palm Harbor and I needed a place to stay while I was building, my big mansion. So, I don't mean that to sound,
It was a mansion.
Yeah, it was absolutely a mansion. 6,400 square feet under air. Had its own upstairs. Was its complete mother-in-law suite. It's had its bedroom, its own bathroom, its own theater, its own kitchen.
It was nice.
Everything. So anyway, Lummy, I beep her again at like 1:45. Nothing.
Are you getting pissed off?
So, yeah, no, I'm mad. Like, what the hell? Jesus, God, I'm starving. Get ready to be home in 15 minutes. I need you to make sure you whip me up something. So I tell Rick and Tommy, Rick's Bronco. Rick,
I miss him.
Rest in peace, my friend. I tell him, I said, listen, something's not right. Something's not right. I've been trying to get a hold of Holly for a lot of times. I would beep her and have her come down, to CNS Auto, with her boobs all jacked up, looking hot,
showing her off, making her feel good,
having her bring me like something to eat, and the boys would see her. I mean, Holly was hot, man.
Did you buy those?
No, she had. That was one of my only chicks. Hey, Seth, guess what?
What?
Non-political talk, buddy.
I love it.
Thank you so much. So anyway, she was her and Rebecca are the only two that I've ever been with that didn't have fake jugs. So she didn't have fake jugs, but she had the nicest. She was 21 years old. She was 21 years old, Lummy, and she had like 36 natural C's.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Just hanging nice. And I almost had her as Stockholm as I do you, Lummy. Like, she'd just do anything I say.
Perfect.
And so I'm like, listen, I got to get home. Something's not right. I open up the garage door, and I notice, like, something seems to be missed. Like, something's not right. Well, little I know, Lummy, that the washer and dryer were gone. Because,
Oh, she was your pack mule, right?
Yeah. So I get in, I pull the driveway, I go into the garage. I notice, I feel like, man, there's something different. I rush right in, and all the furniture's gone.
Whoa.
The TV's gone. The dinette set's gone. Everything's gone. And we had these little bar stools, they were gone. Now, she did leave me my bed.
Oh.
She left the beds, and she left my office. But everything else.
How quick?
Well, she did it obviously between the hours of 6 a.m. and 1 p.m. So listen, let me. All there is the realistic cassette player and a white tape.
Oh, man.
And the 90-minute cassette tape and a note that says, listen to this, it'll explain everything. So I'm like, I didn't know I was being recorded when I was in my bench. So I'm like, what is she like? Like, is she like giving me like a lecture, or is that her? Like, what's going to be on this tape? So I put the tape in, Lummy, and you hear my fat ass saying, "Hey, baby, what's up, man? Make sure you're make sure you're completely nude when I hit that door, because I'm going to be hitting that ass for a couple hours. You know that. Oh, what about Holly? Man, screw Holly. That bitch is at work. I don't like her anymore. I'm trying to break up with her, but we got a lot of things. We got a dog and everything. Okay, well, you know how much I love you and everything, and I guess it's been 3.5, 4 years now. You've been stringing me along. I know, baby. It just takes time to get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? I'm building this big house right now. I just don't want to disrupt my life like that. Just, chill out. It's going to be me and you in that big house, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, okay. and everything is gone. So that conniving bitch, I mean, I gotta give it to her. I gotta give it to her. She really got me. I mean, she got me. I got
moved out
and let me
6 hours.
She must have gone right to the U-Haul place and called. Well, rumor has it she ended up marrying a guy she worked with named Brian Steele that she worked with.
Yeah, the biggest fan of.
And
Bubba.
he was actually this is even more of an ironic twist. He was actually, Lummy, when we first started 98 Rock, we didn't have any fans. So we had like 10 fans and we would number them and be like, hey, it's number 5 checking in. Like, you know, we didn't have anybody. We were so lowly rated and so hated and so like didn't have any listeners that we had a guy named Brian Steele. He knew everything about the show and he would call in anytime we needed to call in. And so we affectionately called him caller number 1, Brian Steele.
Yes.
That's who she ended up marrying.
The Beanie Baby guy.
Can you believe that? That's kind of whacked out, ain't it?
Yeah.
So let me. She probably takes her probably a half an hour to get the tape out of my car and listen to it, and then she's got to get right into action. So she went and got a U-Haul or a Penske or whatever, and found, I don't know who. It had to be half of her family. And maybe Brian Steele and maybe some friends at work. But I mean, I'm not talking about just, she took TVs, she took sofas, she took dinette sets, she took a treadmill. I mean, she took bar stools, like not things that a single woman, one woman can't load up a couch or a dinette set. So I don't know how much help she had, but in 4 hours, they had the complete place cleaned out. And all I had left was a king-size bed, a queen-size bed, my personal desk and computer, and clothes.
She leave you the bed frame at least?
No, she left me the bed.
Okay.
That was what, her 4th time moving you? Packing up your stuff and moving her?
So listen, she was so wonderful. I was, you know what? The people on Reddit are right. I am a complete monster. I am a dick. I sit back here thinking I'm all that, but God, I've treated people horribly. Wow,
man!
Yeah,
what?
you make
I'm
it.
Sorry,
you make it kind of like an uplifting Disney story when you're cheating on women and ruining their lives,
right?
But I like the spin, you know.
You know what? You know what it is?
It's alpha.
It's not politicking.
It's not.
I would love to have that tape.
Oh my God!
What'd you do to it?
I don't know what I did with it. My Lord! Then I cried. I called and cried and be like, "I want you back, please. I'm so sorry. I'll break up with Rebecca immediately." And that bitch just stayed right cool in the pocket. She didn't love me, and then she wouldn't even she talked to me for like a day, then she just gave me the complete silent treatment. And so then your mind starts wondering, oh man, I bet you she's already with that Brian Steele, and oh my God, and then Rebecca,
your mind's wondering, but you already cheated on her.
And then Rebecca, she becomes less appealing, Lummy, because the chase is over.
Yeah.
You know, I got it. I don't want it anymore. I've been blasting it for 4 years.
You could never get back with her, too, because you would never win an argument in the future.
With Holly?
Yeah.
She's probably, you know what, out of all of them, she's probably the one that I would not want to get back with. Like, if I had to rank, let's not play this game. It could be hurtful to people.
Yeah.
And that'd be like me ranking my exes on which ones I would take back from 1 to 10. How many has there been, Lummy?
Whoa,
I mean, okay, if you go,
back.
if you go chronologically, you got Merch Crick now, then you have Nikki,
yeah,
and then you had Heather, and then you had a whole bunch of chicks between Heather and Tyler's mom, a whole bunch of chicks.
Jabberjaw?
No. I mean, I was dating a girl named Annalisa. And I was dating a girl named Kim from Newport Richie, and I was dating like 5 or 6 chicks in between that. But I'm talking about chicks that lived with me, Lummy. So then the next one would be Holly, and that's it. Holly. I mean, as far as
the Crystal, the boob stealer.
Well, there was a bunch that I was
Crystal, the boob stealer.
No, she.
Wait, hold on. Zol put something in Rumble chat.
Crystal was the Buccaneer cheerleaders I bought boobs for, and she dumped me.
Zolt has Bubba's girlfriends: Jill, Holly, Rebecca, Kim West, Summer number 1, Kayfabe, Plant City, Summer number 2, Triple Kayfabe, Husband hit Bubba in the mouth or in the month. Hey Babe, Jacksonville, Tori, Annalisa, Allison, Cry.
I think Crystal.
Oh my God!
Oh, Crystal, Jenna, Heather, 8 states away, shot in the leg.
You know what? Hold on.
Nikki rubbed one out at the corduroys.
Zolt, what's his name?
Zolt 71.
He obviously is somebody who worked for me.
No, Zolt checks things out because but he needs
Zolt's
that.
always got receipts.
Zolt takes better notes than Lummy.
Well, his name he has the same name, but he's missing Penny Proctor and he's missing JV Girl, Jacksonville Girl, and Jacksonville. There's a blonde.
He's been tracking
good.
your weight loss for like the last 3 years.
Zolt, what are they again? Like, what does he have written down? Let me write these down because I mean we probably.
Well, I got a list too. If you want to write both of ours.
Oh, if you got a list, then I don't need a list.
Well, I'm gonna add some to his, but he's got Hootie and I got Nikki Daughtry, Penny Proctor, Gretchen, Kristen Hudson, Kristen Effison,
from Ellison,
Jail Fox, Rebecca Hamlick, Andrea Leah, Christine from Terre Haute, Holly Marshall, Rebecca, Crystal, the Boob Stealer, Jenna, JV Girl. Jacksonville Girl, Jacksonville Blonde, Heather, Nikki, Erica.
I'd love to come over and do yard work at your mansion back in the day.
And watch
because
and Nikki was laying out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So anyway, let me.
Would you just whack one out on the zero turn?
Yeah, he didn't know zero turn.
Oh, sorry.
He would just got turn. Him and Nikki were best friends. They were literally best friends. They really were.
Gummy and tanning.
Working out. I mean, oh my God. So anyway, let me. Yeah. So So
you have a good list.
She was the one, and she was the one that wiped my ass, Holly. And I was that mean to her. So really, I guess I'm a piece of shiz. But I mean, like, how many of your favorite radio guys can be transparent enough to go ahead and tell you all that, give you all that information that you eventually are going to use against them? I mean, if I was listening to Brett Favre, Lummy, or Aaron Rodgers, or somebody I really liked, and they would go through all their exes and some of the bad breakups and how you did them dirty, I would be fascinated by that.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised you weren't as married more than what you have been.
Yeah, I'm not. Marriage scares me.
Oh, by the way, somebody emailed us yesterday and go, why the hell does Bubba shave his arms? And I forgot Merch Crick gets the emails, and she wrote back, she goes, I like him shaved.
Oh, God, that's a little much.
No, I know, but I thought I was going to tweet out the whole correspondence, but I just figured I would sum it up right there. I didn't know that, man. So Merch Crick has you. She's the one.
I don't. I've been shaving my arms way before her.
But what does she have against arm hair? Is it gross?
I don't know.
Unsightly?
I don't know.
I think Bubba does it. She likes it.
I do it. I didn't know that she liked it or not. I guess she likes it.
She likes it.
All right. Well, great. I mean,
so do more.
That's not why I do it.
You don't do it to make her happy?
No. I mean, I do. I've been doing it before her. So like, she jumped on my deal. I didn't jump on. I didn't shave my arms because she said, "Hey, can you shave your arms because I like it." I've been shaving my arms before I met her.
Yeah, I know.
I've been shaving my arms since like '96.
Food's gonna be here in 5 minutes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, biscuits and gravy, big boy.
Oh,
I didn't authorize breakfast. I thought I just
it got authorized by Tara.
It's at the gate now, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge show will be back after this.
One Bissell breakfast, that's for me. One meat lover scramble, and another Bissell breakfast. And I took care of it today, guys.
What a class act. Let's give it up for Colin. That's right. I know. Way to go, Seth.
What? What happened?
You said you took care of it.
Yeah, oh yeah, no problem.
Put it on
Yeah.
your black card.
I paid with my monies.
Thank you.
You did not.
Oh, I told Tara not to worry about it.
You're such a fucking liar.
Morning, Neil. Thanks, Neil.
Let me, you know that he is such a fucking liar.
You mean he didn't pull out his black card?
That bitch has got alligator arms when it comes to paying for anything.
I'm a little short until we get paid tomorrow, but I'll do what I gotta do.
Yeah, you just got a regular old paycheck coming tomorrow. You're gonna be depressed.
No, it's fine. I know it's I know once a month I get my bonuses and stuff.
What's up? Thank you, Don.
Maybe.
I hope so.
Thank you, Danny.
It's the only thing that keeps me alive.
T-shirt will. No big arms. Not there yet.
Lummy's 40.
4 years.
What up, Permaground?
You are correct in the buckle brush. That is herpes, $20. Thank you. Super chat.
Hippie, you're probably one of the smarter guys that works for himself. I gotta suck some corporate jism to get minimum wage.
E43.
What in the fuck?
2 knocked out, $100 on the Cash App.
24 people responded to my review.
Thanks for birthday. What?
Of the Black Crow review I left?
24 people.
24 people that were listening to the show went and gave it a heart.
Thank you, John Miller. Thank you, Darkness Steve. So kind. Your song. Try to get to it today. Happy birthday, Tara. Oh, thank you. Sweet. Thank you, Tara. Sorry, go ahead.
Was it my gimmick?
Yeah, it's from Tara.
I told her not to do this.
I told her not to.
How am I going to lose weight?
Don, thank you, Tara. Don.
You know, because here's the deal. I'm so addicted to food. Can you get somebody to bring me a fork?
Yes. Don, $50. Cash App.
I'm so addicted to food that I can't. This is like, literally crack to me.
Is that the biscuits and gravy?
Like, this is crack to me. Like, I can't say no to it. This would be like, hi, Dawn. $50. Dawn on the super chat.
I like to put it over
Dawn.
when you're on the
Dawn
show.
is a good friend.
Sounds great.
No, you're good.
Dawn did me a favor back in the day.
Thank you, Tara and Seth. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Paul.
See, this ain't right because
What up, Big Arms? What's not right?
I can't say no to this. Is like my crack. I'm addicted to
Biscuits and gravy?
Yeah. And so I can't say no to it.
I know.
It'd be like if somebody gave Tuttle a big fifth of whiskey, like Jack Daniels. Back when you were, and Jack Daniels is the nicer stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, or Pench Scotch.
What would be the highest end Scotch?
I did, Knight Rider. Thank you.
Like a 15 or 20-year Macallan.
Yeah, like if somebody walked up and gave you a 15-year Macallan.
You're listening to the man that is best friends with Deion Sanders, Tony Stewart, and not Hulk Hogan. Now back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Happy 40th to Lummy. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo.
Dawn Hendorf, 50 on Super Chats.
She did me such a favor back in the day. What a great person. I think she moved back to Florida, too.
Oh, nice.
So, Merch Crick texted me and said, should I leave the cake out in the kitchen? I'm like, no, just bring it right on in. Oh, there she is right there. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Seth, sing. Happy birthday, dear Lummy.
Yeah!
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Even though now we have Metro Diner, full-blown breakfast, and now the cake. The cake, like, you know, kind of lost its little bit of its.
Dude. I
mean, we got our bellies full with Metro Diner.
Yeah.
Lummy, you should have been stiff with Tara and said,
I did.
Do not send the breakfast.
Seth overruled me.
Seth. Like, she gets me biscuits and gravy, and literally, I'm addicted. I
got a bunch of stuff, man.
I can't say. Don't you guys understand that I'm trying to, you know, be responsible about eating and get a little, continue to try to lose a little bit of weight and look better, and then.
I think this is the best you've ever looked. I think you're ready for the Mr. America.
I need to lose like another 30 or 40 pounds to really get it dialed in, which, you know, I'm finding, you know, it's going to take me 5-10 years to do it. And the reason why is because, you know, like I ate a responsible breakfast this morning. I worked out yesterday. I'm going to work out today. And God, I'm sore. And Lummy, like I ate a responsible breakfast, and then I was going to have a little bit of cake for a snack. And like, you know, and then after the show today, I was going to have a sensible lunch and then be done with it. Right? That's what my little diet is. And
little cake in the afternoon.
And so I'm, you know, I think I would probably be considered a food addict. If you're a fat ass and you overeat, you're probably a food addict. It's probably what I am.
Do you cope with things by eating?
No, not necessarily. I just eat. I like eating.
Zolt's still tracking your diet. It's a day 1219 of when you started your diet.
Yeah.
And
yeah. You started
at
306.
But here's the deal. Okay, all right.
Semi-autoglass Travis, $100 cash up. Thank you.
Thank you. But okay, I've at least lost and maintained. Meaning, like, I started at 306. This morning I was 285. I'm still down, you know, 21 pounds, right? Something like that?
Sure.
Do you do the intermediate fasting?
Yeah, that, along with trying to be a little carb conscious, you know, kind of that kind of deal.
What about doing doing more cardio, like a nice walk in the afternoon?
Yeah, I probably should do all that, yeah.
Assistant to the executive producer, $40 super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So when Tara, the one food that no matter, I could just get done eating a steak at Burns and be full as hell. And if like somebody had a biscuits and gravy, like handed me a set of biscuits, I'd have to eat it. Like it's my one thing I can't control. I cannot control myself around biscuits and gravy. If there's biscuits and yes, I'm a full-blown white trash hillbilly.
But it's so filling, man.
Oh, especially if it's made the right way. I can't say no to it. I can't. So Tara, stop sending it here.
So thank you, Tara.
Just because the Jewish guy's hungry.
Oh, wow.
No, that's true, though.
Well, first
she
of all,
sent it not because Lummy said, yeah, go ahead and send it. She sent it because you overrode Lummy's don't send it and said, yeah, Tara, just send it.
Well, I mean, Tara actually...
Knowing I'm addicted to biscuits and gravy.
Heath Clayton, 25 on the super chat, and Two Knock Doc, 100 on the super chat. To Cash App.
I don't even know
what, buddy? What?
I don't know. I'm having a hard time explaining myself. I think it's because I'm full. Bubba, she said that she said she didn't care about what you said about not ordering food. She goes, "Tell me."
All right, Tara, you enabler. She goes, if I have a heart attack, when I die that much sooner and have a heart attack, then you're just gonna have to be without me. That's gonna be your fault.
Well, I mean, we'll all be there for her to support her, Bubba. You know, we can all be her
you
brother.
Think if I did die,
she'd be okay.
And would it be and I had a funeral, would it be well attended?
It would probably want to be one of the biggest funerals in Tampa.
No,
because we would do $4.99 to get in.
Seth makes $100,000 on my funeral.
We'll stream it live too if you want that kind of deal.
I mean,
do you really like? Let's say I'm not trying to feel sorry for myself or be so narcissistic that I think I'm going. I mean, I'd prefer just to have a quiet little family gimmick. But like, what do you think? Like, if I die. Like, would the news stations cover it?
Oh yeah.
would it be a big thing, or is it just going to be like,
You'd hit the obituaries like every other just regular jobber that died.
No, everyone that doesn't like you, everyone that likes you would be there. The people that don't like you,
But I
make
mean,
sure
and
you're
I think
dead.
and I think within the radio industry, it might have a little bit of a buzz. I don't know. I mean,
You're telling me right now, if you die, Tampa, like Fox and ABC wouldn't be covering that.
Probably
not on carrying the casket.
Tuttle, am I iconic in radio?
Oh yes.
No, if you're a guy in Seattle and if you've done rock and you've done a little bit of talk and you've just been you know who Bubba the Love Sponge is.
Do you think you would have protesters?
No,
not protesters.
I don't think so.
Probably partying.
But the Reddit column would go crazy though. They would be so.
They would be there.
That's what they want, for me to die.
Would you let us stream it like on the YouTube to get like a little,
Yeah, we need the subscriber bump.
Yeah. We call it all the super chats.
And then it'd be like, if we could sustain this business, and do you guys just dismantle and do your own thing, or do I license? Have Tom Bean license, my whatever. I don't know.
No one wants to hear this show without you, Bubba.
Oh, okay. So what happens to you guys?
You want to get jobs. I'll be a marketing guy doing a 9 to 5.
Are you going to be a barista?
I hope not, man. I just want to do one job.
Seth might be, if the company grows, we might be able to find a spot for you.
Oh, that's
maybe Tampa regional manager.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick, I have a card right here, real official looking, from Tuttle's new industry that he got a new job. What is it? BJE
Pros.
BJE Pros, and it's a business it's staffing.
Yep.
And Patrick Fowler, business development manager. So now, what does that mean?
Well, I mean, I got some employees that work underneath of me a little bit, and
And didn't you hire Colton?
Yeah,
Now,
Colton.
is he like your personal assistant, or is he on the grind looking for a Tech 3 transmission guy?
Colton is he is in control of all the Florida government hiring positions that we have right now. He does all the state contracts for the state of Florida.
That's not important at all.
That's a good job for
He
Colin.
does what now again? He processes all the
state of Florida government contracts.
Really? Mm-hmm. That seems way more important than Tuttle's. Than Colton's ability.
You know how he is a kiss ass with everything. Like how he like.
So is it maintaining the relationship with your contracts? Or is it actually? Is that what it is? Is he's just like some of your bigger clients, he's just making sure you get a gift bag and you get him a card, or like is that what he is? Like kind of like your support personnel? You're the big guy, and then you get the clients, and then he's just there to maintain the clients.
He does the initial interviews with the people that we're trying to hire, and then he'll send them to do the main interview with the employer, and then he has to do all the fingerprinting and drug testing. And,
he's doing all that?
Yeah, like from beginning to end.
Now, does he have a actual office, or does he do it from the side of the road, or like how does that happen?
We have an office.
Does he say, hey, meet me at Walmart, and you go in your truck and whip out your wiener and pee into this cup, and then I'll process it right here on the tailgate?
No.
How's it work?
He finds places that do. There's a lot of places that do mobile drug testing and fingerprinting. They'll come to your house, do it all right there for you.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. And so he gets them all processed for you. Then I'm assuming those candidates potentially might go to you, and then you're the next level of potential weed out.
Yes, and then like if you get your own contracts and you bring in your own people, like I said, you're getting a percentage off of every hour that person works for a whole year.
This sounds like a big shakedown. This sounds like a bordering Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, bring in more people.
I like this. Think about this business template, Seth. You recruit a guy. And then you get you get a finder, you get a bird dog for recruiting the guy. So maybe you get like a $250 bird dog for finding the guy, and then for the rest of his career, or just
the first year.
So for the first year, then you get $1 or so an hour.
Yeah,
you might be making $8-9 a day off this guy, right?
Yeah, and if you get a roster of like 40 or 50 people.
Right, and you're making, $50 an hour.
On top of what you're getting paid by the company on.
Right.
But that's kind of how you're set up with the Cameo Ponzi scheme, Bubba. Is like you get somebody signed up, you get part of their money forever.
I forgot all about that.
And then they get somebody signed up.
I was making so much money when Matt Riddle signed up underneath me. but then the WWE took
shut it down.
Yeah,
right?
said that the guys can't do. I mean, literally, I was doing I'm not kidding you, Riddle. This was during COVID, and Riddle was just getting the first push, Lummy, remember?
Yes, he was,
And
yeah.
he was really getting a push, and he was really, really over. And I signed him up on the Cameo deal, and I was making on my end like $450 a month from just his bird dogs that I was getting.
This cake is awesome.
I'm not even. So I gotta host the show, and God forbid that I eat during I host.
I got a couple bites in while you're talking.
I got the crack of my life, which is biscuits and gravy.
Dude, it's a great day. Your best friend Lummy's 40. We got free breakfast from your loving sister Tara. Your loving wife Merge Crick just went and picked up a red velvet from Publix, which is actually good, and I think Publix cakes suck. I mean, everything. This is a great Wednesday. Tuttle's here. He's the boss. He hired Colton. What's better than that?
Yeah, this makes up for the TV mishap.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a contract on a guy that changes the lights on top of the radio station towers and towers in general.
Ty J used to do that.
Man, you get paid pretty well, and you only got to do 4 or 5 of them.
Somebody told me that maybe Ty J will be able to text me privately and or get a hold of us in some way, shape, or form.
Well, send his drone up there.
But
he was just in chat.
Yeah, but hold on. I think the guy that has to climb the tower and replace the bulb, and those bulbs have to get replaced. Like there's a certain, even if it's still, like you don't replace the bulb when it's burned out, you replace it while it's still lit. So they have it on the schedule, and the only way you would break that schedule is if it happened to burn out prior to it. But I think it's like a year or two, and every 1 or 2 years you have to replace that bulb at the top of that antenna. And I think, Lummy, like there's some antennas that have an elevator that will take you to the top, but
nice.
Most antennas you have to climb by hand and foot.
Would you ever do that?
Hell, well, hold on.
You gotta turn the power down.
Supposedly, it's like 10 or 15 grand
just to go up
for the job for just one bulb. And like Tuttle said, you could do, if you did one a month. Even if you did one a month, I mean, you'd be making $150,000-$160,000 a year.
It's good
just
money.
Doing one a month. Have to be, Lummy. Can you imagine how hard that would be? Because after every 4 steps, you have to go ahead and put that little safety lock on the
100% tie off.
Yeah, so you're walking up that thing, and they give you this grapple hook that's about 6 feet longer than you are, and you got a grapple hook it above you, and then you walk until the grapple hook's at your waist. Then you take the grapple hook and put it up another 18. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got 2 hooks on the safety harnesses, so you're always tied off.
Yeah, so you're always. I mean, it's just how you can walk up there.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't even. Maybe Macho Man and maybe Dan could actually make it up a tower. I think I couldn't make it, but about 100 feet.
What if you were a base jumper, and you didn't want to have to climb all the way down? You could parachute, depending on how tall the tower is.
Oh my God, no! Don't talk to me about parachuting. Jesus, that's triggering. I almost died from that. Did you know, Seth, we've gone an hour and 27 minutes and not 1 ounce of political talk?
We're slaying, man.
God dang it.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
I just want to partake in the food that Bubba didn't want it being brought. I feel like I'm supporting it.
No, me and Tara are cool. We got a food thing going on.
Yeah, you might as well.
Bubba doesn't even need it. Bubba's not worried about it. I've been to Tara's house. I mean, it's just...
What Seth is saying is
him and Tara do a lot of things behind my back that I don't know.
Well, what's behind your back, but now it's in front of your face. How does that feel? It's a magic trick, isn't it? Right there, buddy. David Copperfield. Suck on that, Houdini.
Speaking of radio towers, Bubba, did you ever back in the day would have to call the transmitter site to get all the readings of the tower? Or did you ever work at a station like that?
Yeah, but it was in the studio and you had to go around the corner to do it.
That was so stupid, man. I had an overnight time to do all 6 stations.
I did the same thing at iHeart.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know what the fuck it meant. Like, the engineers would jerk off to it, but I don't know what.
That's both. That's where he crashed him in that.
You want me to send you the video of you blowing out your cake?
Yeah, okay. When I couldn't blow it out.
I was in radio.
Did you get some food?
I'm about to go in, but if you
I was in radio when you had to have a license.
Okay. I'm just saying if somebody's not getting it, they can have it. If they.
No, there's enough for everybody. I
Okay.
just want to make sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Tara's not stingy.
No, Tara is like all-American woman.
I probably do. Not that you guys have any sisters, but I probably got one of the coolest sisters in the world.
Oh yeah, dude, she brought me.
Because most sisters are probably bitches to their brothers, you know.
She brought me a bunch of comic books and Sudoku books when I was in the funny farm.
Nah, she's great, man. I wish Bubba could have been more like her.
Oh.
You hear what Seth said?
Yeah.
What did I say?
That was kind of aggressive, wasn't it?
No, dude, we're just boys. It's boys talk.
I wish Bubba could be more like her.
Oh.
Bubba!
I don't believe that, Bubba.
She had the business of the year in Tampa for how they treat people. It was the #1 place to work.
2 years in a row.
Right.
Except that's because they haven't asked us though.
We haven't been in the top 10.
They never asked us.
Our business, people don't leave. They don't leave friendly.
Oh no, they definitely don't. Man, that cake's really good. Mm-hmm. What are you eating, Mummy?
It's not nothing. Sounds good.
You eating
No,
healthy?
it's a powerball. I got it last time. Pretty good.
I mean, you're slimming down, man.
Oh yeah.
No,
You gonna be in town this weekend, Tuttle?
I actually have some job fairs I have to go to this weekend.
Oh, that sucks.
I know everybody hates on me, but I'm sorry I have to eat on camera, but it's the only time I can eat.
I don't think people are doing it. I don't know. It's better than eating on the air. I mean, if you're asking me. What a day, man. Gluttony. What's up with my bank account, Pippi? I'm a little light till we get paid tonight.
I'm just trying to make it tonight. I'm just hoping I got this one check that I hope doesn't clear. So, the guy didn't get it till today, and so I hope it doesn't clear.
I've been there.
Before midnight. If I can get to midnight tonight, I'm good.
Dude, I love how you could float checks back in the day. That was so great.
But Nash wants to know if his biscuits and gravy or sausage and gravy are better than Metro Diners. Does he make a strong one?
Metro Diners ones are pretty good. Not anything close to his.
There you go, Nash.
Not anything even fucking close. Like, the only person that could maybe do biscuits and gravy as good as Nash would be Sumo.
Oh, that's right.
Sumo could cook he makes some of the best biscuits, but Nash's are right on that fucking level.
Both?
Both Sumo and Nash have got a strong biscuits and gravy game.
Yeah, but both Nashes?
No, Jeremy.
Okay.
Justin can't do nothing.
Oh, nice.
What a glutton. Now I just want to taste this cake so I can have a reference.
So what if Hulk Hogan banged his wife?
And that's bad?
You would have too if your best friend was the greatest wrestler of all time. Now back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
I mean, I'm going to have to break the cherry eventually. But, I mean, if you were to be, and I know, if you were to be,
are we going to be intellectually honest?
Intellectually honest. 10th one of the week. We haven't spoke about politics in an hour and 34 minutes. I mean, you can be a dick all you want and just pick apart the show, but you got to throw us a little. The show's been funny as hell today. High stakes drama, biscuits and gravy.
We're not playing Joe Biden saying he's had sex with the prime minister's wife.
Publix cake, Lummy's 40th, Metro Diner, Seth's post, and Google reviews, 25 likes.
Oh my God, dude, that's insane.
Now, do you think that Black Crow Coffee, because, listen, Seth, no matter how much you're paying attention,
we have someone on the warm line.
Businesses really pay attention to that.
Your sister.
And they're freaking out. My sister, okay, hold on. No, I'm not mad at her, and I'm not unappreciative. I just want her to know that, hey, Tara, you're on the air.
Happy birthday, Lummy.
Thank you.
Yay, happy birthday, Lummy.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's a great day. It was the day Lummy was born.
Tara, can you do me a favor, please, as my sister, and just, how
much do you need?
Hold on. That's how it usually starts out, but this is nothing money related, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's refreshing.
I'm listening.
Can you not pay as much attention to Seth as Lummy kind of overrides Seth? So, like, if Lummy says something,
Good morning.
that's truly my...
Wyoming became the nation's 44th state on this day in 1890. Known as the Equality State. It was the first to grant women the right to
Alexa,
vote.
Shut up!
What is going on right now?
It's Sofia Vergara's birthday.
I did learn this, guys.
Jessica
Wyoming
Simpson.
was the first state to let women vote. How about that?
Whoa.
So anyway, Tara, listen, I love you so much, and I just
I love you too.
But
what's the problem, big boy?
Metro Diner biscuits and gravy, Tara. They're like, I can't say no to them, and I'm trying to be I'm trying to be on like a little mini diet here and be responsible.
Well, how about you eat half of them, and then you eat very light the rest of the day. The earlier you eat, like you eating something bad early is better than like after noon. So how about you eat half of a portion, and then maybe just have eggs or some sort of protein the rest of the day.
She always has the right answer, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
God.
Well, he is.
You know what, Seth? You know what? You may have said something brilliant today that I thought you were being a dick over, but really, you're deep down. I mean, at the end of the day, if I was to just take a step back and be honest with myself, I should be more like Tara because she's just got so much zen about her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like Johnny China Bull in a China shop. She's like Zen bitch. You know what I'm saying?
And in all fairness, it wasn't Seth. I basically texted Seth and Lummy and said, guys, I have to send breakfast it's tradition. It's Lummy's birthday. So it wasn't like Seth influenced me.
Okay.
They both told me no.
Okay, perfect.
Seth
and so
verbatim said, Bubba said no. And Lummy said, Bubba said no. And I'm like, Tuttle's there. I never get to see Tuttle or talk to
Seth's
Tuttle.
trying to keep me fat, so he's got something on me. Seth's trying to fatten me up so that he has more material.
No, I'm not. I got some. Got some few lbs on me myself. I just, I'm never hungry in the morning, and
I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm not hungry. But
Tara, I don't know how you're wired, but like, because we're obviously, in life, we're as closely related as you can be. We're brother and sister. I think that's like as much common blood as a person can have relative-wise. I think we're as close as two people can be.
Allegedly, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean we have the same father and the same mother, and so we have we're so
basic building blocks of a sibling relationship.
Right. Is there something that you can't say no to? Like, okay, no, here's what I'm trying to say is I have to eat breakfast the minute I wake up. I've got to eat breakfast. Other people can go long periods of time. How are you?
I don't ever eat breakfast. I'm one of those people. And then I've been doing like the 18-hour intermittent fasting. I'm down like 22 pounds.
Ooh, I know, but hold on.
I have about 15 more to go.
I try to end my fast with breakfast. See, I try to time mine out so that like my last meal is like at noon. And then, and then I don't eat again until 4 in the morning, which is 16 hours. That's about as long as I can go.
That's good.
So you're saying during this period, load up. Just make sure you shut her down at noon, right?
Well, I wouldn't say load up. I'd say definitely be conscious. Try to eat whole foods.
Is there anything
from the earth?
As much as I want to make a similar saying, hopefully you wanted to eat breakfast as soon as you wake up, like I do, and that's obviously two things that we are not similar on. But like, what are we similar on? Like, I mean, we're blood. Like, you're my sister, I'm your brother. We're like came from the same, mom and dad, and I don't even know that we have similarities about hardly anything.
I don't think we do.
Yeah,
I don't think we do. Besides our DNA.
Yeah.
But, that's okay.
I don't know.
Hey,
I mean, I think hold on. You got a good heart though, and I got a good heart.
Yes, you do.
But, I'm just kind of I'm kind of am I the naughty one? Like what am I? What's wrong with me?
Definitely.
What's wrong? If you were to get
wait,
together.
This is only how much time do we have? This show ends at 10?
Yeah, like what do you think just initially if you were just to be able to sit me down and say, here are some things that you need to work on, because you're not perceived as doing the right thing. I think I could hear that from you, but I don't not anybody else, because nobody has any blood or relative standing like you do. Like you are me and I am you. Like I'm just saying we got the same blood.
I don't know. I mean, I think that's a very difficult question, in all fairness. I think macro, looking at the big picture, it would be to not knee-jerk react, and it would be to methodically respond versus react and then escalate. I think you have a tendency to escalate everything where instead of trying to figure things out.
Yeah, but a lot of times escalation's fun as hell. Like, I mean, in the content world. See, that's the thing. I live in a bizarro world where reality sometimes needs
to separate.
I know, but sometimes when you separate, it's not nearly as funny, and you're not going to get nearly the content than if you act like.
In all fairness, when we're hanging out just as a family, no one's around, and we're yucking it up. You often tell me that you think I am the funniest person in the family.
Oh, but hold on. I absolutely, you are, out of the 4 people, Dad, Mom, me, and you, the people that created us, our mom and dad and you and I think you are the funniest. Absolutely. Because you know why? You can be intellectually funny and make something that's really, really, really deep meaning funny. I think you have the ability to do that better than me. Plus, you're just smarter than me. So, but I
don't know. I'm
more shockingly funny, whereas you're more refined. I think.
I mean, I think we can both. I think both is true, but I think you can do the same. So I'm just trying to basically counter your whole argument of escalating is fun. And funny, because I think you can be funny without always escalating things.
No, it seems a little soft to me. Act like a bunch of little pussies around here. I think.
That's not it.
But I think in the world, I just think
listen, you ask me.
You're right. I asked
flat out.
Now I'm arguing with you. I'm so sorry.
Right.
That's the problem. That's another problem. But see, I recognize that that's a problem. I asked
That's right.
I asked your opinion. You gave it to me. I started arguing, and then I'm like, well, hold on. But I asked her, so I should shut my fat mouth up maybe a little bit.
And I think one thing is self-awareness. That is the greatest gift anybody can give themselves.
So what are you saying that
Just
about
being
me? Like,
self-aware.
walk me through that process. What I'm doing wrong there.
I don't think. Wait, see, look at how you looked at it. You automatically took that as a negative and said, "What am I doing wrong?"
Oh.
You're not doing anything wrong.
Well,
I'm so
I mean, it's
proud of
tough
you.
when everything you read about yourself is that you suck and they want you
Well,
to.
then
I mean,
stop reading it, because who are the idiots that are writing that?
Tuttle.
Do you think they're
Tuttle and Seth have the two biggest accounts going. I'm telling you right now. I'm sure Rhett's got
you're
probably
never-
one too. You know what? I might be the only guy here at the BRN that doesn't have a Reddit account.
I don't have one. I'm not looking at that.
I don't have one. I don't listen.
I'm on Reddit for the porn.
No, I'm talking about
There you go.
I'm talking about the Hate Bubba page, the Bubba Army page.
I think Monster
You're
does.
never going to be. But listen, you're never going to be criticized by somebody who's doing better than you. You're never going to think about that. Phil Henry, Howard Stern, Joe Rogan, all these people that you have so much respect for, they're not on Reddit writing stuff about you. Somebody who has nothing better to do is doing that. And so why would you even spend 1 ounce of your time and energy?
There you go.
Somebody, again,
It's my new stance.
just remember, you're never going to be criticized by somebody who's doing better than you. Period.
There you go. Boy,
Right?
they're going to really be hating her today because she set them straight, did she not?
She did.
Well,
That's
they
right.
can hate on me all they want.
Yeah.
Bubba, people are
Whatever.
like elevators. They either bring you up or bring you down. And you got to get rid of the people that are bringing you down.
Okay, see you later, Tuttle.
That's pretty deep, Todd.
Boy, tell me that doesn't cut you deep. Does
Yeah,
that-
it does.
I mean, you can call me
Bless
an
your
asshole, but
heart.
that's also just intellectually brilliant in how I cut you down right down to zero. And now I got you thinking about it, and you're thinking if I really think that when I really don't, and you're going to be chewing your toenails off later today.
Oh, my ulcers. I get
Hey,
bleeding ulcers.
Todd, I like your Buster Brown haircut.
Thank you. Bubba,
It's Kim
I really
Jong.
do.
It's Tuttle Jong-un.
I was going for the Peaky Blinders cut, but
I think as it's growing out, it's starting to come into itself a little bit.
thank you.
I
Thank you.
like it.
But I
yeah,
think
it's
the
a
next
little
time
new
you,
wave.
I think the next time you get it, you should get it at Latin Sons, and you should maybe even go more aggressive with it.
Okay, I mean, I'll let
Like
them do
completely
whatever.
bald on the
Get
sides,
like a
just
Tuttle shaved in the back.
like kind of more of a just a little bit of a tuft on top, and then everything else shaved to the sides,
Like a Gerber baby, like a Gerber cut.
Well, yeah, something like that.
Flock
Yeah.
of seagulls.
Oh yeah.
Can I read a Reddit post real quick?
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
That just shows you how that should show them how transparent and fair I am that I would even entertain this, right?
I mean, yeah,
whatever.
It's content.
You know what? I feel so confident that I'm going to eat while you talk about it because
Oh,
that's
it's a short one,
thing they hate. So go ahead.
It goes, Seth is mentally and emotionally broken. He has zero confidence, and the weed is only making matters worse. He's the exact type of person Bubba preys on for his cult.
Signed Blitz.
Signed Phoebe.
Signed Anna.
That's from No Leads 6769.
Yeah, I would be more if you had to put your
They have
name
a
on
lot
there.
going.
You know?
Oh, that's fine.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Miss
You had to register.
Miss Tara, what are you doing for lunch today? I got a business account card.
Oh my God.
He's in town
Okay,
till
Todd,
12.
Listen,
This is
Tuttle,
going out for lunch.
how about I'll give me another business card, and I'll get your card to Tara, or she has your cell number, and she would probably much rather do this privately on when she's available than on the air.
The business is
Todd-
combat veteran owned. We just want a little mentoring.
Well, here's the thing. In all fairness, I actually own a staffing firm as well. We have recruiters. We staff contract consultants.
So do we. We're
on temp
I know you guys might be
assignments.
competitors, and she didn't want to do business
Yeah,
with her
so
competitors.
we do
So
the
we have
Jacksonville
recruiters,
territory.
we have-
We'll We'll stay out of Tampa.
No,
We're nationwide.
Yeah, she
We
doesn't.
literally are nationwide.
Yeah, Tuttle. It feels like you're trying to shake my sister down here.
No, I want some of her guidance and mentoring. My boss is going to pay me if I can get you 15 minutes.
So hold on. Are you asking more of like a Tara consultantship?
Yes.
Okay, I think she'd be willing to do that. I think she could pay my sister to potentially look at your company and give her opinion for a fee.
Okay.
Tara,
what industries do you staff?
Right now, we're doing a lot of Florida government jobs. We're doing those. I don't know if like industrial, healthcare. We're all over the board. I'm looking for a transmission. I got a dentist hired the other day.
Everything from a dentist to a guy that puts a transmission into your car.
They're staffing at Arby's on 1792.
Perfect.
Nice.
All right, so listen,
Todd,
Tara.
I'm happy for you.
Todd's, I'm gonna get Todd's. Just text Tara, and you guys can handle it. Let's take it off the air. You guys handle it privately, okay?
Thank you, Miss Tara.
Yes, I'd love to help you, and please just call me Tara, Todd.
And Tara, here's the deal. Hey, Tara, what I'm thinking is, you get a hold of her president. Hey, hey, for $3,000 a month, I can consult your company. And then, you just every once in a while go in there and tell them some of your real cool Zen stuff. And then, boom, 3 Gs. That's what I'm thinking.
My cool. Okay. Well, I would be more than happy to help Tuds in any way I can.
All right, perfect. Listen, can we get off our lazy asses and just have Tara say something like, and now back to the Bubba Radio Network.
Yeah, I asked everyone to send me their
You're listening
their
to the
emails.
Bubba the Love Sponge show.
I'm not sending anything.
Send me everything, and I'll cut. I have the board. I have everything.
I've asked for the lines.
All right, let me, then as the executive producer, whip up some. First of all,
I'll just send her mine then.
Lummy, no. Get a hold of each employee, remind them that you need some ASAP, give them a drop date to have them. Lummy, I'm trying to teach you how to be a leader here, bitch.
Yeah.
In our business.
I thought we were going generic with these because they burn so fast.
That's what I was told.
That's what Tara.
It's changing now.
No, it's not changing. Let me just write down generic ones. No, I'm not looking for funny ones. I'm just looking for generic.
Yeah, now back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Yeah, have her say that.
Back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Have Tara write back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show, and we'll be back to the write that like 6 different ways, 6 different variations. Send it over to my cool ass sister. That bitch will cut it for free, and our station will sound so much fresher.
Will do.
And she'll start getting people on Reddit saying how much of a whore like she sounds like. She needs some of this hate, poor little thing. She says, I'm tired of my brother getting all the hate. Hate on me, bitches. I'm a millionaire, bitch. I'm woman-owned millionaire. I'm Bubba in a wig.
Hey, Tara.
that was...
No, that's some of the mean stuff they say, Tara. I'm just saying.
That's
Meanwhile,
fine.
you're
Listen,
beautiful.
if
You're beautiful. You got a unbelievable. I've been in radio 38 years, and I'm telling you, my sister has one of the coolest female voices on the air.
She does. It's super.
So speaking of that, Bubba, with all your connections, why don't you and I make some money together, and you be my agent, and I can do voiceover work?
Because you know why? I do not want you mad at me, and Seth will verify. For the amount of money that the industry doesn't pay anymore, it would be beneath you.
Gotcha.
I mean, Seth, would you agree?
All,
for radio
the highest paid girl. I mean, they're making $500 a page. So Tara goes and reads, 3-4 pages that I've had to spend, 3 weeks to try to find these clients, and we make $1,500.
I mean, if you find somebody with money.
Tara's got 15 under her couch cushion.
Yeah,
right? So, you know what I'm saying? 1,500. Come on.
Tara,
nothing for her.
Tara, were you okay with Bubba not coming to the cabin in North Carolina?
Tara.
Yeah.
Tara,
I mean, absolutely. There was
Tara,
a lot of...
Tara, will you please set this son of a bitch straight? Because he's got a whole posse of people that are saying, like, I cannot believe that Bubba left his sister out to dry. Who would ever do that?
Well, but I mean, does everyone understand the situation that Larry's dad died? You were trying to go to the funeral, and then more importantly, Erica's mom was in the hospital and not doing well, and I think she just got released a couple days ago.
Friday, she got released. She got released Friday, so we would have been
right.
We would have been there
the
day when I got there on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and she would have. We would have. she would have been in the hospital the entire time, and Merch Crick because it was a pretty bad deal, and Merch Crick wanted to be in the same town as her mother. That's in.
Well, yes. If Janie Kicks was in the hospital, you and I wouldn't be traveling. So I totally was understanding. In fact, I'm the one that said, guys, please do not feel bad. I feel uncomfortable for you. Erica leaving her mom as well. I 100% have zero problem with it. I mean,
here's what
money is replaceable, health and families are not.
So, and here's what she said to me. She's like, first of all, don't feel bad. I understand you it's going to be impossible for you to come here. Secondly, I've already checked with my airlines. I can get my refunds. Thirdly, the only thing that you promised me is that you go spend time with mom. And
That's exactly right.
She said, if you just don't go up to the track and dick around and do your Bubba stuff, that if you're going to do this, you need to be with mom, because she was absolutely going insane being by herself for 5 days when she thought she was going to be with family. And so that was what I did that. I went and spent 3 days with her, and checked on your cat.
Tito
did some Tito Biggs.
Tito.
Her nickname's Biggs because she's 19 or 20 pounds. And she's so fat.
She's a plus size model.
She's so fat, Seth, that when she eats, she lays down by the bowl and then uses her arm to scoop it out of the bowl, lay it on the floor, and then she eats it off the floor with her head sideways.
I mean, you would do that if you could, right?
If I could, yeah.
She's not right. She's almost 18 too. You forgot that one.
She's cool as hell. She really is. She's a cool. Terry, no, I don't mean to really freak you out, but me and Mom were talking. And we're like, what's Sissy gonna do when Biggs like I lost Pookie, and
why are you even talking about that, man?
And you just lost a dog, just because Tara has to be prepared. This is her whole she's the most animal aggressive person.
Not my whole life. I'm not okay. I'm not a cat person. Some crazy lady dumped kittens 17 years ago. I found homes for all but 2. I lost her brother a couple years ago, which sucked. And yeah, of course it's going to suck, but she's had a really long life. And
hold on, she's had the best cat life ever. She's lived with the rich bitch. She's lived with the rich bitch that frets over her.
Cats are simple.
I mean, like Tara. This is Tara's world. Like Tara. This cat is her. Like she just treats it like. It's got.
I don't have kids.
So this, most cats just lucky to have 1 litter box. This cat's got 3 litter boxes. She's got one upstairs, 2 downstairs. She's got 3 feeding stations. Like she didn't have to walk. She gets treated like a queen, like a king. This cat does.
I just bought my cat an automatic feeder and a self-cleaning litter box.
Nice.
So anyway,
my cat's too fat; she won't fit in those.
So anyway, Seth,
I think I'm going to launch a cat podcast here with Tuttle and Tara.
So Seth,
oh my God,
please know,
I'm not a cat person.
Please
I'm an animal
know
person.
that my sister said, please, please do not worry about coming. So I didn't go to North Carolina because Merch Crick went to the hospital every day to check on her mom.
No, I know. I was only asking it because I imagine that maybe there was disappointment, but also maybe there was relief that they had this huge cabin and that maybe the Egyptian was just taking her around the mountain,
Well, I mean, they probably were able to do. I gotta say,
that mountain air gets you horny.
Me and Mom, me and Snoopy ass Mom and Merch Crick, up in the cabin probably gives the cabin a certain type of dynamic, and then us not being there means that Tara could have gotten bent over the kitchen counter.
Every day. Yeah.
I'm just saying, you don't have to worry about us. I mean, you guys are probably going crazy.
Oh, just going crazy. Yep. 24/7.
Incredible would have been your bed, Bubba.
They probably did it in every. They probably did it in every bed. Yeah, hell, multiple times.
Table, the deck, the balcony. Oh yeah.
And then, Seth, I was catching shit over people saying, "I can't believe Bubba didn't make Larry Plummer's dad's funeral," and I'm like,
"Yeah, I saw that."
I'm like, first of all, I talked to Larry. And it's going to be virtually impossible for me to get up there for 1 day turnaround. It's literally a 30-minute graveside service. They didn't do any type of there was nothing. It was just that. We sent, the family sent. And by the way, I paid for. Everyone's like, Tara sent the wreath. No, I paid for the wreath.
No, I need to give you money for that.
No, you're not going to give me money for that. I got it. By the way, Tara, we did have the nicest wreath on the greatest side. I saw pictures.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we did. So I was like, yeah, it's cool.
That's nice. That's so yeah.
And so Larry, Larry texted me and said, "Listen, bud, I know, I work for the city government and I get bereavement. So when I went to see, and I guess the mayor, the mayor of Warsaw has made bereavement like as long as it makes sense, like it doesn't have to be a relative. So like
That's nice.
like if your best friend's dad dies, like me, with Eddie." Larry got actually 3 days paid off bereavement to come be.
Nice.
But I don't, we don't have Seth. We don't have health insurance, let alone bereavement around here.
No.
So I can't take 2 days off.
I'm with you, man.
I mean, if I take 2 days off, that's the difference of us, paying the bills or not.
I know.
We're like, we're a paycheck to paycheck network.
Yes, we are.
And so, yeah.
PayPal, Venmo.
And Larry was super cool. He's like, listen, it's a 30-minute deal. We can, when you come up in August, we can go visit Dad, at his gravesite.
It's tough to get to Indiana in the middle of the week.
Listen, that should be a new country song. It's tough to get to Indiana on Tuesday.
Yes.
On short notice.
I mean, it's tough to get to Indiana from Florida on Tuesday. It's just like there's not a lot of options. You got to fly either direct into Southwest. They only have 1 or 2 flights a day, and that's $4.99 each way on short notice. And then rental cars, they're $100 a day. And so I don't know. Larry was super cool about me not being there, and I felt I was. It was yesterday. Mr. Plummer got buried yesterday, and I was sad all day. I actually found myself a few times kind of crying, thinking about Mr. Plummer.
I'm sure.
So,
I know. How's Larry doing?
Larry's good. He's good. He's making sure that Dorothy's comfortable and that that's his mom. So.
Tara, I found a voiceover gig for you in Pinellas County doing educational videos for the public school system.
How much?
Right now, it's starting off at $400.
$400 for what?
Well, I mean, I gotta.
How long? Yeah.
I gotta go in because it's like different educational videos, and like I wanted to prove to you how great of a recruiter.
High school kids horny.
Tara, hold on. That's pretty cool in the fact that you talk about, hey Bubba, you be my manager, give me some voice work. I'm like,
$400.
And then Tuttle. In just the time that you're on the phone, Tuttle's already found you a voiceover gig.
Man, Tuds needs to be my agent.
Hold on, Tud. You know what Tara says?
What?
You need to stop working for that jobber-ass company and come work for a multi-million-dollar corporation and double your pay, bitch.
Oh, I mean, non-competes don't exist anymore.
I should have gone to Tuttle before I applied for that ping pong job.
You should have.
That's a good,
Tuttle, you should start repping the show a little bit.
I want to get you markets.
Yeah, I will. I'll give you 10%.
For every okay.
Well, let's talk, okay?
Okay.
All right. Tara?
Hey, Tuds is good, man. He knows his stuff.
When he's sober, he's good. When he's drunk, he'll try to hang himself.
It's okay. He's on the right path, and I'm so proud of him.
And you know what? When you were in the Funny Farm, my sister actually sent you stuff, didn't she?
She came and visited me twice, which it's not a fun ordeal trying to get into that place because they take everything from you.
Yeah, getting into the Funny Farm to visit somebody at the Funny Farm is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, brought me a bunch of comic books.
That was a first. Yeah, that was a first for me. But I did appreciate Tud.
Well, at least you're ready for when I get it. At least you're ready for when I get admitted. You'll know the you'll know the drill.
It was good practice.
Seth, I often wonder that every family get together might be an intervention. Like, hey, come over for Easter. We're having a family get together. I told Merch Crick one day, you think one day they're all going to be gathered around in a circle and they're like, we got something to talk to you about?
I hope that would have happened a while ago.
Yeah, I think we're way past that.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
You never know.
All right, well,
you're
listen.
on the right path.
I love you.
I love you too. Happy birthday, Lummy. I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy for you.
Miss you, Tara.
Bye, T.
Bye.
Miss you, Tud. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to see. You know what? Listen, my truck is a 2019, although my truck's beautiful because I kept it beautiful.
You trading in?
I don't know. I need a new truck.
You need her cosign?
Yeah, I was going to ask her because I can't get
Merch Crick? I thought she's got good credit.
But I mean, what is she? She's
What is she?
I mean, she'd be on there. Now she's tied to
Yeah.
it.
Next thing you know, we break up, and she's on like, listen, you're not gonna get that truck, bitch.
No,
because
she
I
would let you
co-signed for it. I'm not gonna. I'm never gonna break up with my sister.
I'm not.
I'm not saying me and the merch crick are ever going to break up, but I just don't want to be financially tied to her. Like that's just being a smart dude.
I'll sign for you. I got the money. I got the correct money.
Bitch, I might get approved by today. I don't know what my credit score is.
Would you let Tuttle
You're
sign
not
for
going to do
you?
merch cut, but you're going to do Tuttle.
I will.
So Tuttle's offering to do it is really a huge deal because that could
Then I won't make
credit.
then I won't make the payments, and it'll just absolutely bring you right down to zero.
Oh no, I'm going to pay cash money for it, and you can just pay me back on the.
Look at you, big man, slinging.
Whoa.
Woo!
What else you got? You looking to invest in any small businesses, Tuttle?
Todd, we need to talk a little bit.
Okay.
When did you all get this newfound hustle, my friend? Like, was it after your mom died where you're like, listen, I just can't fish camp it all my life and just do odd jobs. I got to get I got to really start applying myself in life instead of just being a, kind of a grifter.
It took a combat Marine with PTSD to whip me into shape.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that like your neighbor?
Yeah, it's my boss.
Oh, that's your $10,000 cash cube. We're trying to have... handouts, spin the wheel, free water courtesy of Aquabino. Is it Aquabino?
Aquabino.
Is that the new name of the blue can instead of the
green can? Yeah, the blue
I don't know
can.
if we're gonna have. We might have free canned water, free knickknacks like sunglasses and T-shirts and hats and all kinds of different things. It just requires you to spin our wheel. Prior to spinning the wheel, we're going to ask you to take a picture of our QR code and follow us on one of our, potentially our first thing we'd like you to follow us on would be, I would say in this order, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, something along those lines. You got to follow us at least on one of them, and preferably on YouTube. So you show the person that you followed us. We say thank you. And we give you the prize wheel. You spin the prize wheel. You'll probably get a little knick-knack, and you go along your way. And you think, man, Bubba the Love Sponge is pretty cool. Like, he's not the dick that people say he is. He's actually pretty cool. Or you're saying, that fat ass, keeping all the money. All I get's these pair of $4 Fort sunglasses. That guy gets to get in a cash cube. I know how Bubba is. Oh, there's no guys in a cash cube, just chicks with big jugs.
Nothing wrong with that, though.
True. Can't really hate me for that one.
No.
Dicks. And then you spin the red, and it gets right on the red deal, and it says Cash Cube Willie. And we then have the $10,000 cash cube all fired up, double fans, and you jump in that bitch, and we give you a hand signal to go. Boom. We got a 15-second countdown clock. Nobody could even say, man, Bubba was fast counting 10. No, it ain't we have a real legitimate LED displayed clock that starts at 15 or goes down to 0 or vice versa. And then what we probably need to buy is maybe an air horn or something.
Yes,
for them to know to stop.
Yeah.
And then, and the only rule being that you cannot grab or reach below your knees, but you could lift your top up. You can do whatever. Let me get your cowboy hat and try to capture money that way. And that event, which is happening this Friday, will be live on our YouTube channel, so you'll be able to watch it live. What?
No barrier. Remember, making a dam against. You can't put your body against.
Yeah, you cannot. None of your body can touch the edges, and you cannot reach below your knees. That's it.
The first real-time debut of the cat, because you guys were going to do it at Latin Sons.
You didn't know that Latin Sons got rained out?
Yeah, no. I that's why I was saying it's the first time because it got rained out.
Right. Thanks, Brad's mom. Appreciate for the reiteration of stuff that I already knew, you idiot.
I was just asking if it was the first time for the cash cube.
Yes,
this is a big deal.
It is. It's a very big deal.
It's historic.
It's a very big deal. And we have a little bit of we got kind of a little bit of a whodunit in this whole thing here. A lot of moving parts in this production.
And so figure it out.
Let me do some words. I can finish my cake. Happy birthday, Lummy.
Thank you. Thank you, Tara.
Tara, thank you for calling. Is my sister the best?
She is.
The greatest
bitch ever. Seth, you don't like a lot of people, I don't think. I think you like Tara, genuinely.
Oh, God. I mean, she's just a really good person.
And you don't talk good about nobody, even me.
I mean, there's not a lot of good things to say about you.
Ouch.
Oh, sorry, I was getting a little loose there. You're my favorite person ever.
Whatever.
No one has the infrastructure like you, Bubba. No one can do this.
Appreciate
Hall of Famer and waiting in the wings.
Thank you, buddy.
Bubba, I'm sorry about all the bad things I used to say about you.
Man, you remember? Remember when we used to get into? We would actually read some of the tweets that you said about me.
So uncomfortable.
God,
what was the worst one? Like,
I
does
don't know.
anything stand out?
He could probably find them.
What did he say? Like, was it secrets about you?
It would be like maybe some inside secret stuff that he knows, and he'd try to throw that out there and just be really mean spirited. And then you know what? I've been so good to him.
Hired me back so many.
Dude, I've hired him back when nobody would ever give him another chance in radio. I hired him back. So, you know what? And I hate to sit here and be narcissistic, but if Shannon was to be intellectually honest, I'm the first one to give Shannon Burke an opportunity back on the air.
Oh yeah,
after he got out of jail, did 3 or 4 months of prison for his little gun which was completely. Listen, it was a drunken mistake. He didn't maliciously actually try to shoot his wife or his dog, but both happened to get hit. It was very much a mistake.
That's a big whodunit right there.
And you can't listen. It was
a changed man.
Here's the deal: when you fire off your gun and you're just trying to show off, like you're just trying to fire it off for effect, and you don't have it aimed at anybody, but it actually ricochets and then hits the person. Like you didn't have it aimed at the bitch. You were just trying to fire it off like Yosemite Sam, and like ricochets shouldn't count, right? So it ricocheted off of something grazed. It went through the dog, first of all.
Yeah, it slowed it down.
Chief Charlie, 215-20 on the super chat.
Through the dog, then off the headboard, and then ricochet on the side of the woman's head. And poor Shannon got put in prison for 4 months, and no radio stations were ever going to touch him. And I'm like, Shannon, come on down, buddy. Do afternoons. Tuttle, nobody. I mean, you've been everybody hates you.
Oh yeah,
everybody hates you. You've actually tried to get me fired and did me dirty before live on the air.
Mm-hmm. I also cost you a big fine too that one time.
Yeah, I know. You've cost me a lot.
Wait, he tried to get you fired?
No, he got me fined.
Oh, fined. Okay.
Me and Calta had towards the latter part of our career. When he was after he had stolen the sex tape and was in the midst of using it against me to get me fired, to get my job, which all worked, we had we couldn't talk about each other policy. Like, because I was talking crap on the air, but I'm like, I cannot believe that Cox is listening to this guy. This guy is a no good piece. I mean, like, I cannot believe this is happening. On this radio station managed by you people, you're allowing this guy to do this to me. So then we had a no talk about each other policy, and it was $1,000 for every utterance. And if he said, and of course he would fight back. Bubba's fat, he's a piece of crap. He didn't know what he's talking about. I didn't have anything to do with that. Sure, whatever, buddy. And so it was $1,000 for every utterance, and they were keeping score, man. And Tuttle gets on the air when he's with the Monsters. I don't know why. I don't know how.
You called our hotline because you were mad at me about something.
And Tuttle gets on the air and says, and says Mike Calta, and then short space me's, and knowing that I dumped it, and goes, Mike Calta, Mike Calta, Mike Calta, Mike Calta.
I racked up $3,000.
And I then Keith Lawless tries to give me a $3,000 penalty, and Tom Bean has to get into it. Like, we have to threaten to sue them by saying, Bubba didn't utter it. It was a former employee. Like, it was like so, like I had to actually fight not to get $3,000 taken away.
Jeez.
Because Tuttle was trying to be a dick to me. And Tuttle, look, I still like you, and I've given you opportunities even after that.
It was the alcohol.
So anyway, Lummy, I have to go into work.
Yes, you do.
I have to finish my cake. Your 40th birthday cake. Happy birthday to you. Thank you to my sister. She's the greatest. I don't think I need a new truck. I'm cool. Lummy, we'll be driving that truck over to Friday night as part of one of our support vehicles. We wanted 3 parking passes. Well, we wanted 2.
Yes, at least 2, yeah.
And
still working on it.
But here's the deal, Lummy. I think we actually can make it work with 1, and it might actually be more funny and entertaining to do it with one. In order for us to do it for one means there's going to have to be 2 crews, one of which leave here in my golf cart. And Seth is one of the people on the golf cart, and he's going to pitch and moan the entire time. Stein's on the golf cart. So he'll be, I think if that golf cart, driving the golf cart from the studio to Ray J Stadium could be an absolute piece of content gold in itself.
Yes, it could be.
Is it got a plate?
Pay-per-view.
No. In the state of Florida, Tuttle, you can on municipality roads with the speed limit of 35 or below, you can drive a golf cart.
Oh, wow.
And I got a back way to get to Ray J, including using mostly people sidewalks. So I got the route. So we'll talk about that when we return.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna finish the cake.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
Hi, John. Listen. Gotta hustle.
You gonna call Tara?
Yeah, I'm gonna text her after the show.
What do you got, Bubba Nation? We tied it 62, 32 months. Bubba been married for 67 months.
Todd got you?
We tied it.
Yeah, no, I just do.
I know.
I just do Todd now. You got me the one time I said it out loud. No, fucking got me one time. That was all it took. I said,
You in here, Toto?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, talk to the people.
I will.
What were they just saying?
I'm not sure. They were talking about, damn it. I can find out.
I don't know what they were just talking about.
Yeah, I was kind of zooming out. 305 Express says, happy birthday, Lummy.
I meant to ask him about that.
Hey, Steve Jenkins, how are you, my friend? Hope everybody is enjoying today's show. I know a couple of people on there said, oh, great Tuttle's here, I'm checking out. But, you know. What's up, Anth, KDD, Jack Shawley? I'm doing great. Thank you, man. I don't have access to, oh, I blocked you on Twitter because you said I looked like Adolf with my new haircut. That wasn't cool. Oh, no worries. What's up, FJ Bar 75? What's up, Fish on J? Yeah, if you guys would like the super chat in honor of Lummy's birthday today. Plus, just to let you guys know, you know, more job security. If you guys are donating when I'm on the show during the day, you know, it just makes me look good.
It really helps helps everything.
Camper Scott, I'm glad that ceiling fan wasn't strong, Tuds. You really turned it around. Proud of you. Thank you. What's up, Jason? Thank you. Somebody said, remember when Tuttle crashed Lummox's first appearance for Florida Man Radio at that coffee shop? Yeah, I came in as the evil Dr. Nerdcock. What's up, Gary Cantrell? Paul Rogers, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Jason Martin. Jason Dawson says, welcome to the Florida Club, Lum.
Thank you, everybody, for everything.
Ned, his herbs too. Yeah, buddy. Turtle, I actually used to hate you. I got to say you've done well. Congratulations, brother, and stay.
Fish on the J.
Yep.
Hierarchy. Oh, I got a couple big ones to come back with.
Good morning, Heather Wiz. It was good seeing you at the baseball game the other day. You looked really, really good.
What's up, Wizzy?
Rays? Money? Yankees?
Big and Grease says, I think that looks like the teen stud Jonathan Brandis.
Tosh Bradley? He went the other day, didn't he? I think.
Yeah, he might be up actually. You know what? He might be up. Because he went.
Matthew M.
So like, is it like for Franco? Is it over?
It was over before. They didn't even have to.
No, but like I'm saying, like the kids, there's just
it's
The
over.
Rays at least can stop paying him now.
Yeah, that's what's going to come next is them separating from the contract.
Is he in a country where you can buy your way out of jail? Like if you had enough money?
Kinda.
No, it's the Dominican. I guess they're kind of they did a 6-month investigation.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it'd be over in a week.
Like, will they kill people for, like, pedophilia?
We're going to have to go on the boots on the ground and find out.
He's the biggest export from Warsaw, Indiana.
Oh, yeah! Bubba the Love Sponge.
Now back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Lummy, for your birthday, Hierarchy, $200.
Whoa!
Thank you, Hierarchy.
God, he's good people, isn't he?
Yes, he's really
Dude,
good.
he
Thank you,
bought
Hierarchy.
Wisconsin's very own Hierarchy.
Thank you.
Bubba the Latin Sons guys are doing a.
Yes, sir. I'm so sorry. Proper respect to Hierarchy. Yes,
No.
What about Latin Sons?
Latin Sons are doing like a back to school supplies drive, and they're getting all kinds of stuff. And I know that Hierarchy and Joe from the West Side sent. I think Joe sent like 49 backpacks, and Hierarchy sent like a few $100 worth of stuff. I believe so.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, everybody's been really helping out.
Thank you. Fish on the J, Lummy, 50.
Thank you.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army.
I love Lummy. I was just outside with him, and just like genuinely, I'm happy it's his birthday, and was asking him what he's up to today. And
you mean you actually like a fellow coworker for once? I mean, it's rare. It's really, honestly rare that you like a coworker.
Yeah, I mean, well, not a lot of people.
I mean, it's good. I'm happy for you.
Not a lot of people are like Lummy. I mean,
I know, but you're a tough person to like and be liked.
I am?
Yeah, you're kind of your own person. You don't really like to interact with people.
I mean, I like
somewhat of a germaphobe. Kind of a cynical man version of a kind of a mini Karen.
Okay, just because I left that one review, by the way, which 25 people have given me a thumbs up on from the Bubba Army. So thank you.
I mean, you're kind of you are what you are, and you for the most part don't like people.
I didn't know I was not likable, but put that aside for a second. No, Lummy is not.
You're as likable as much as you like. You don't like a lot of people, and so that makes your likability also low too. So if you don't like people don't like you.
Have you let your guard down when it comes to me completely yet, or like?
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely, dude. I think you and I are totally cool.
Like here at work, like if you were to rank people that you like, not the order of how who employs you or who the boss, but like likability and people that you like. Like, how would you rank the people here at work based on, how much you like them?
I'd probably put Lummy, a cut above the rest. I don't know if, Erica goes into that mix. And then I think, I think
it would be easier to say.
I think you, Macho, and Red are like, are
we on the lower rungs?
There's no lower rung, but I mean, like, I don't hang out with anybody, but I would hang out with Lummy.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I could probably go to a concert or a game with Rhett. Like that's not that far. I'm not sure what I could do with Macho. I mean, obviously, Bubba, you and I could hang out, but
I spot him.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know. I mean, we were talking yesterday, but about some political stuff that we agree on. But
what about me? What can you and I do?
I mean, dude, you've been great to me. I mean, personally, with some things that I've needed help out with.
Actually, you know what I would say, not to try to interrupt you, but I think people don't realize that we're actually closer off the air than we play on the air.
I mean, I would hope people know that, but
no, but I'm just saying, like, you and I.
I mean, I'm really not getting a bonus this week. That wasn't. I mean, that was the truth. But
do you need some help this week, Seth?
I might Tuttle because he got mad that
Tuttle. You're laying. What are you're probably laying loans for 5 to 10%, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
5-10%. That's it. There you go.
He'll lay you 200 for.
Can I work off my interest by doing some pressure washing or something with you out
if
there?
you want to,
okay.
bring me some leads or some employment opportunities.
I'm ready to be hired.
I got another question. So, what were you and Lummy talking about on your way out? Like, me and Tuttle couldn't quite figure it out. It was like something like
you're wind talking.
Like you were like, yeah, Toto got me once, and but that'll never happen again.
Well,
and then, I'm like, Tuttle, do you know what they're talking about? And Tuttle's like, no, it's like their own kind of thing.
No, I was talking to Lummy because Lummy gave a shout out to We Totted. And I told Lummy that I said that one time. I said good morning to him, and I realized what his name was.
Oh, we taught it.
So now I call him We. I was like, now I call him We. And then Lummy was telling me about another guy that used to have, used to fool Lummy because it would add a cuss word, like I want to F some whores or something.
It was some kind of, and the guy got like 50 mentions in before Lummy finally got it. Finally understood.
So we
taught it.
We were talking about some of the names.
That's funny.
It'll get you.
Now, is We Taught It? Is he friend or foe?
He's friend. They're on Twitch.
Because you never know. Like, there's a lot of them in there on chat that are bad guys.
No, he's fine.
Usually over in Twitch, it's all old school guys.
He's good. He's just got one of those names that it just took one time for me to say out loud and go, "Oh, you little rascal, you got me."
So, Lummy, Friday we're going to the Morgan Wallen concert. Now, Jelly Roll is opening up for him.
Yeah,
and we cracked that case yesterday.
Sure did.
And what do you mean?
Because remember I was telling you, Lummy said that he was reading that Jelly Roll was doing these surprise performances with what's his name?
Morgan Wallen.
He's doing surprise pop-up performances with Morgan Wallen. Like Morgan Wallen's bringing him out on stage, just like to surprise the crowd. And after doing further research, we realized he's bringing him out because he's opening up for him. Yeah. He's already there.
Did we? I mean, I'm not mad at Jelly Roll. I know we had that one excerpt of we've tried to get Jelly Roll on the air, and Jelly Roll says no. I don't need you, and quite frankly, I get it. He doesn't need me. He doesn't need my promotion or anything that I bring to the table to be able to better his career. He's much larger in every facet of life than me. He's a huge country star now. I mean, I think he's won 3 or 4 or 5 CMA awards. He has really done well for himself. But I thought, hey, a lot of times when I've got a person on the way up, they'll not forget you, when they're like, for instance,
still on the way up.
like Dion. Dion, I can call Dion. I could go to a ball game and probably stay at his house. If not, I'd probably get a hotel room. And, but he would send me a car. He'd make sure I was taken care of. I'd be down on the field. I get to go to practice. Like, Dion hasn't forgot me. I don't know what Tucker Carlson. I mean, I don't know.
That's the greatest mystery going, man. You should probably just call him one day.
He'll text me back.
I know, but you should just call him and I mean, I think he just got a Zelensky interview.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So anyway,
he might be busy.
When I'm. Yeah, I mean, do I want to?
Well, I mean, he's so busy, but I'm just saying, you bring it up a lot because it doesn't seem like you really know where you stand.
Because here's the thing, man. When he got fired from MSNBC and didn't even have a job and was actually going to a luncheon for him and 3 investors to start the Daily Caller. And you know how big that's. I think he actually had to sell his interest in the Daily Caller, Lummy, when he joined Fox because of journalistic editorial kind of ownership, where you can't be a political opinionated and also have a paper too. But anyway, we I wouldn't say we grew up together, but we were there for him when nobody else was wanting to interview. Nobody else was calling his phone to do a weekly segment. We had him all on every Tuesday for 6 years, 7 years,
6 to 12, about 6 years, 5-6 years.
And he was our friend, and he'd come to Tampa to do a speaking engagement or something like that. And he'd always stop by the studios, and When I would go to New York, I'd see him. We'd meet for lunch or dinner. Like he was if he was in town, and it just we were just such great friends. And then that Media Matters thing came out where they joined Bubba Army HQ. Media Matters had 2 interns sign up for Bubba Army HQ, and they went and downloaded every Tucker Carlson appearance on my show.
Yeah.
Then did a hit piece on him, conveniently took things out of context, and then caused a ton of issues with him and Fox. That was almost the first time Fox fired him because it was like a 40 or 50 or 60% backlash on clients. Like, he was having like Mercedes and, these huge corporations pull their ads from his show. And regardless of how good of a host you are, when that happens, you're done. You're done.
It wasn't anything like racist or bad. Like it wasn't just like a loose guy talk. Which,
he'd be like, "Oh, you heard about Iranian women? They got hair underneath their arms and they smell like camels." He would say things like that,
right.
Or like we'd be going to Canada and he'd be like, "Yeah, those Canadians, I can't trust those people. You got to watch out for a Canadian."
Well, now he's doing sold out shows there. So
no, but what I'm saying is like that's somebody.
Yeah,
and he would just
just joking.
Just joking, having fun, running loose, thinking that none of it would ever come back and bite us in the ass, that we are never going to both mount to nothing. And he goes on to be the biggest, cable talk show host in the world. And they go and find all these excerpts from my show and cause just all kinds of problems for him with Fox.
Is it Bill O'Reilly on the show today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that with Bill, though.
No. I'm just saying when you started talking about the biggest talk show, biggest host in the world, I remember that used to be Bill O'Reilly.
He took over for Bill, yeah.
Well, you haven't.
And so then Tucker, kind of after the Media Matters deal, I texted him and said, "Hey, are you mad at me about this?" And he's like, "No, not at all." And we text friendly. But I've asked him to come on the show a few times, and he's just like, Bob, I just don't think I can. I just don't think I can do it right now. And it could very well be.
Have you asked him since he's been doing the Twitter thing?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I should ask him again. Hey, Tuck, will you come on the show? Because he seems to be doing a lot of shows.
Well, I mean, he's a free man right now. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he really works for anybody. I mean, maybe Twitter, but Elon Musk will lets it eat.
Right. But I'm waiting to call that favor in about, again, don't leak it, but about what we spoke about in the hall 2 days ago.
No, I know.
I'm waiting for all that to unfold.
I think it'd be cool if you could just talk to him just for 5 or 10 minutes, just
personally?
as a friend. Yeah.
I'm going to try that.
And just say, hey, man, like, what's cool? I just want to know, is it cool? Like, if we're cool and you can't do anything with me, professionally, like, I get it. I just want to know because, I enjoy having you on so much.
And I don't want to bug you and keep asking you. Right.
I just want to know where we stand. I'm cool either way.
Let me good news out of NHRA, the icon, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Like, there's not even a close second.
No.
It would be like almost, probably the biggest disparagement would be like in hockey. Rhett, you're going to have to help me out here. In hockey, Wayne Gretzky is isn't he the greatest by like a lot? Like the second greatest person's not even close.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't yeah.
People get mad. People get mad if you say Ovechkin's like close. So
right.
Yeah.
I think statistics wise, Ovechkin's the next closest, but the couple of the guys in the Oilers, I think, are, Connor McDavid. Yeah. A lot of people think he's going to be at that level at some point, but records, he's got a ton that are never going to be broken.
Right, ever. And John Force is the same way when it comes to NHRA. There's not even a close second. He had a horrible wreck about a month ago. I think it was in Norwalk or something like that, Ohio.
He's a funny car man, right?
Yeah, and he's been in he was in a medically induced coma for a while, and then he came out partially paralyzed. And when he came out of the coma, and he very limited because it was a brain injury. And at that point, man, you don't know what you got. When you got an extreme brain injury and you've been medically put into a coma, and then they slowly wean your body off the coma, because the reason why they put you in a medical coma is so that your body doesn't have to work and it can heal itself faster by not keeping you alive. Your body has to work a certain difficulty just to keep all, your body has to work to keep you alive.
Of course.
But if you kill somebody medically, their body is still not dead, and they can work on the injury that you have faster because they're not worried about moving your legs and opening your eyes and talking and driving that car.
To put you in safe mode.
Right. And so they put him in safe mode. And when you get a guy out of a medically induced coma, or you get a person out of a safe mode, you don't know what you got. You don't know if they're going to be a Terry Schiavo. You don't know if they're going to know who you are. You don't know if they're, what's that? Lummy, what is that screen name of that great person?
We tutted.
Yeah, you don't know that. You don't know anything. So John Force comes out of his medically induced coma, shows.
I wish this guy would get better by now. This has been a long saga of following this old man getting crushed up in a funny car, getting back to health. He should have been in there in the first place. Gramps.
You think he should have retired earlier?
Should have had a cognitive test.
Can you dream?
You need to shut your mouth.
Oh, is this like
Don't
speaking ill of
disrespect John Force.
speaking ill of number 3?
Yeah,
Okay.
he is to NHRA as to what Dale Sr. was to NASCAR. Shut your mouth.
But he's not Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah.
I would never be smart Michael Jordan.
Absolutely. He's won more championships than Michael Jordan.
Okay, well, I mean...
16-time NHRA champion.
I don't think Jordan could play till he was 75.
I'm just saying, like Tuttle would say, people, if you go to NASCAR and start talking smack about the 3, people will fight you.
I understand that. I didn't know that he was like, it was like
he
the
is
3.
on that level. He is on that level. I'll tell you, the 3 won 7 championships. This guy's won 16, and at 75 is second in the points.
John Cena's won 16 too.
But don't you just push the gas down when you're driving a funny car? It's just going straight.
No,
and hitting the pedal.
it's a lot more.
No, Tuttle knows. It's nuts. Anybody could do it.
No, it's timing, man.
Everybody needs to stop disrespecting drag racing, or you're going to be in trouble with the program, okay?
That's right.
Toe the corporate line on this. And so... They get John out of his coma, and I guess it primitively started with him just being able to squeeze the finger on command. Like, that's all he could do. He couldn't say your name. He couldn't talk. He couldn't say hi. He could squeeze squeeze. He could understand enough to squeeze your finger on command. And after 2 weeks of neurological rehabilitation, the things they do, he now can say his daughter's name.
Well, they said he's also he's able to walk with assistance.
Right.
Which is big.
So that is a great story. Usually things like this, catastrophic motor sport wrecks, end all too often like Dale Sr. But this was as bad of a wreck, and it looks like the guy's going to, I don't think he'll drag race again, but I think he'll be able to be, walk, talk, and be, everything less the driving of the funny car. I think John Force will, snap back to pretty close to being normal.
That's awesome.
When you're in a coma,
that's such a great story.
Do you dream?
I don't know. I don't know if you dream.
Can you hear people or do you get a really good rest?
I think it's all of the above.
I don't think you can hear. And I think you're just getting a real like almost if you took a Xanny and a Klonopin.
I think it could be like a meditation. I think there could be meditation stages.
We've all been okay, so where you're a little bit high, and then you take that Xanny with a Klonopin caper, and you just get that sleep. So you sleep so good that when you wake up, you're still kind of in a fog.
You talking about a totem or a football Xanny?
Oh, a totem.
Oh, a totem. Oh,
yeah. Half a totem. 2 K-pins.
Is the totem the school bus?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You know how good those are.
Well, those are nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So how good of a sleep do you get when you take a school bus?
Well, I mean, I only take half a school bus.
I know, but let's say
if I took a full school bus,
yeah.
I mean, I'm probably sleeping through work.
Yeah, exactly. you're hoping we switch the show to midday so you can make it here in time, right?
That would be great.
Hey, if we go to midday, you can get back on the school buses.
I mean, that'd be great. It could really treat my anxiety.
Yeah. Listen, we can all get back on school buses. Think about how cool this would be. We all know the life and schedule that we have. Tuttle, you do it once a month, but you've done it regularly. You were a morning show host here on my show for an extended period of time. So, like doing mornings is a lifestyle in itself. It makes you have such an abnormal schedule that you can't do anything cool. You can't go to a concert. You can't go to dinner at night. You can't.
You got to go to bed at 8.
Stay up and watch that late. That late anything. You got, in order to really function and be, not feel really, really tired or worn down, you got to go to bed by at least 8 or 9. But when you do middays, bitch, you can go, as long as you're in bed by let's say 8, by 2.
Yeah.
As long as you're in bed by 2, you don't got to get up till 9. You don't have to get up till, if let's say the show started at 11.
And you're really talking a lot about moving the show, Bubba, and I don't think it's just
let's say the show starts at 11. You don't got to get here till 10 o'clock. My God, you don't got to wake up till 9.
I'd be here at 9.
Can you imagine sleeping till 9 every day?
So great.
That means you're out at night going to hockey games and every concert, and you're not always. Right now, we're always looking at that clock, fighting it.
Yeah.
But when you do middays, you're looking at that clock, saying, "I don't care that it's midnight, bitch."
But I stopped fighting it. Yeah, I had a hard time going to sleep, for my whole life doing mornings, and now I just don't care anymore. I can be up at midnight and go, I'll be fine. I'll be able to. I'll get through the show and I'll be okay, and I'll take a nap later. I don't let it really freak me out like it used to.
Out, yeah.
I know.
It's my life.
Adderall helped me for a while.
Yeah, that doesn't good for me.
Bubba, we would be we could all work out before the show.
I'm just saying. We might be out of here by 2025. I'm just saying.
Wait, that's another. Okay, all right.
So let me listen. Friday, we got to go to the Morgan Wallen concert. We're bringing the Diaco $10,000 cash cube.
Yes.
By the way, Bill O'Reilly on today at 9:15.
Yeah.
And you know what, mother effers? You can S my D. Because that will be the first time on this program today that you've heard any political talk. That means I went 3 hours and 15 minutes with zero political talk. You going to throw me a bone? You're going to continue to be a dick. What are you going to bitch about now? Huh? I wasn't funny enough?
It actually
worked. Gained some weight. Had to watch the fat ass eat the biscuits on the air. Son of a bitch.
It really
wasn't nice enough for Lummy. Lummy should have the day off. It's his birthday, damn it. What was that, Seth? I'm sorry.
I think the no politics things really works because YouTube's enjoying the show. Rumble's continuing to do their own show where they talk about politics the whole time.
Right.
So I think everybody's happy.
Perfect. Thanks. Wander Franco is in the Dominican Republic. That's where he's from. He obviously was the hotshot shortstop for the Tampa Bay Rays. He was at one time the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, the future of the Rays.
Number 1 overall prospect in baseball.
Yeah.
Right. He it was on course to being that guy. Just awarded just this past off season. I think was it a 10-year contract?
11-year, $182 million.
Ooh. Right. He was to the next. I think the next. I think you could use the analogy as he was our next Evan Longoria.
Yes.
He was our next guy but I don't think Evan Longoria was a number 1 overall. I think he was like 16th or was.
He was like maybe top 3 pick.
Yeah, he was. He was out of college. Yeah.
Okay. So and the Rays have had over the years they've had 5 or 6 overall number 1. Remember they had the Matt White guy.
Yeah. Paul Welder. B.J. Upton.
Josh Hamilton.
Yeah.
How many pitchers?
How many flamed? Well, Josh Hamilton went on to be a stud, but it was after he got off of heroin here in Tampa.
Yeah.
Tampa had to ship him out because he was going to be nothing.
They let him go.
And then he went on for the Rangers and then was all world, remember?
Yeah, they didn't keep him, so they put him in the supplemental the draft, and I think the Reds took him because they weren't sure if he was going to stay sober or not.
Yeah, so anyway, that version, the number 1 overall pick, the guy, and this guy was well on his way to being as advertised.
This isn't just a local thing, by the way. I've never seen this before where somebody with so much promise get plucked out for doing something so perverse.
Yeah. So anyway, Tampa Bay Rays, Wander Franco, formerly charged with sexual abuse and sexual exploitation against a minor. these charges don't come from our country. They come from his native country of the Dominican Republic. And this all started about a year ago. I think it was about a year ago.
Well, last August.
Yeah, about a year ago. Yep. And out of nowhere, he gets benched or gets taken off the team.
Well, the story started because there was a 14-year-old, like an anonymous Twitter, that had said that they were hooking up with Wander Franco, right? There was something along those lines. And then Wander, that day, from the locker room, clubhouse, went on Instagram Live. And I think he was saying, none of that's true at all. And then he got yoked off the team.
Yeah, and then
him.
The Dominican Republic started his country started investigating it. We started investigating it. Major League Baseball started investigating it.
Michael Muzio, 50 on the Cash App.
Thank you. That's the water guy.
Yes, it is.
And so I guess now, and then he had an opportunity, I guess, in the Dominican Republic. There is some kind of code where if you pay off the family and the father of the family okays it, they can drop all the charges. And I guess Franco even tried to do that. But the mom of the girl that's complaining was like, you insulted us with your offer. She
wanted more money.
He almost had this thing paid off.
Well,
But he was
while.
being cheap.
Yeah,
he was being cheap, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was paying her for a while. Then she started wanting more money. Then she wanted to escalate, and he said no.
Bubba, when you talk about being cheap, she's
extorting him.
She was loaning him her 14-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
So, when you decide that you want to start asking for more, I don't really think he's in the wrong for shutting down the Escalade at that point. Maybe he's in the wrong for banging a 14-year-old. She's in the wrong for whoring out her daughter. But
what's the age of consent in the Dominican Republic?
I think it was 18.
18.
Oh, you would think it was far lower than that.
So you would think.
Most of the countries in that area, though, are 16. I think the Dominican is the only one that's 18.
So he's
done. It's not when you got to cut a deal with the mom. It's probably not on the up and up.
Yeah, he's done. Now,
he was married to like a 22-year-old
who was hot.
Yeah.
Now, does the whole criminal process now start? Will he be tried? What's the next? What happens? What happens next?
Now they're setting up the trial and everything.
Didn't they file this on the last day?
Think Court TV will have it? Think Court TV will have it?
I'm sure ESPN.
This will be in Espanol, right?
Yeah.
Mushroom Mitch, 50 on the PayPal.
They didn't file it on the last day, but the judge has the right to extend it 10 days. They missed the date. And the judge extended it another 10 days.
Hold on, so the state missed the date.
The country missed it.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be July 5th.
But the country missed it.
Yeah, and the
man,
judge
he needed a good Kevin Hazlett. Hazlett would have had that thing thrown out. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Franco would be playing shortstop after the All-Star break.
Sure would have been.
Just telling you. Was he good?
Oh yeah.
He was good. He was touted to be excellent.
And he was good though.
Was he 300 batting average, 20 homies? What was he?
I think he was 280 with over 20 homers.
He only had one full season, didn't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, he's done.
He's done.
And we'll never see him ever again, right?
He goes down with toe Nash.
Oh yeah, what happened to Toe Nash?
I think he's in prison still.
Hold on.
Hold on, I know. So the
Tampa Bay Devil Rays
Chuck Lamar
signed this dude.
Oh,
and he's from Cuba.
No, he was from Alabama or Louisiana.
Yeah,
couldn't speak English, didn't go to school.
Yeah, his name was Toe Nash
because he didn't wear shoes.
His name was Toe Nash, and he didn't even go to high school.
Nope.
He was some barbarian savage kid that just lived in Alabama and played baseball all day with no shoes on.
Wore size 18 shoe,
Yeah.
6'5", 220.
And didn't even go to high school.
Nope.
And the Rays signed him for a couple $1 million, didn't they?
Yeah, they were.
Now, whatever happened to Toe?
He got charged with rape.
What?
He got charged with rape of a 15-year-old girl.
Whoa.
Here locally?
In one of the farm systems for the Rays. So I think he's still in prison.
Well, it's kind of along the lines of Kelton Winslow Jr., right? But he did elderly women.
He did elderly women in a mobile home park.
Or how about Darren Sharper?
Oh yeah.
He's a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't really remember him. How he's serving, I think, 25 years. When he played for the Packers in Minnesota, he would go from town to town, Lummy, when the Packers and the Vikings were on road games, and he had like a little black book of chicks, or he would meet chicks down at the bar, and then he would take them back up to his room. And this was like for his entire football career. Like he did this to almost every away game for like 10, 15 years, where he would go and find these groupies at the bars. Because listen, when an NFL team comes to town, the groupie bitches know what hotel. They know.
They know.
They know what hotel the team's at. They just
especially
know.
now because they're they get to DM the players.
Right.
So.
Right. And he was Darren Sharper was not only he was blasting them, but he was drugging. He was Bill Cosbying them.
Jeez.
Before he blasted them.
Wow.
And none of them, like there was like 12 of them who all came forward. New Orleans, he had cases in New Orleans and California of rape, where he would rape these girls. He would get them Bill Cosby'd out and then rape them. And I think he got 24 or 25 years. He was a safety for the Darren Sharper.
Did he play for the Saints, maybe?
Yeah, the Saints. He was the Packers. Viking Saints.
The hardest hitting safety in the league, Darren Sharper.
He was good.
Well, that's from
really good.
That's from a Greg Jennings video. It's just a long time ago. Just doing a little reference.
And he'd rape him.
What about Mark Chmura? He's a big pervert too, but we'll talk about him another day.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
His little mangled fucking Vicodin dick.
No, there's nothing wrong with him.
He loved the bikes, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I heard a story, I don't know if it was true. He threw some up and then just started taking them again.
Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Actually, I think Bubba
He threw him up. I talked about him on the air with that.
Yeah.
He threw him up, then picked him out of the puke.
don't want to waste them.
What a resourceful guy, man. I can't believe Jen Sturger didn't fucking fall for him.
Darren Sharper is up for parole this year. Damn.
Dude, Brett Favre was sending dick pics like right on the cusp of when you could start sending dick pics, I think. I'm not sure if Anthony Weiner beat him or not, but...
Who, Ron Mexico?
No, Brett Favre.
Oh. But didn't he go by...
no, Mike Vick.
No, I know. Oh, that was Mike Vick.
Mike Vick, because he gave somebody herpes, right?
You're doing a herpes test.
Yeah, and he went by Ron Mexico.
What was Anthony Weiner's alter ego? There was another...
Anthony Weiner was Anthony Weiner. He was just taking pictures for a babysitter.
But wasn't she like 15?
And his kid was sitting.
Yeah, his kid was in the back.
Yeah. I'm surprised I might not. Well, his political days are over.
Who?
Anthony Weiner. It's like, I mean, unless he's like the mayor of some small town.
No, he had a comeback, and then he did it again.
Yeah, I know.
He couldn't stop sending pictures of his dick.
I think he had a big one. Like, he just couldn't.
He couldn't hold it in.
But his wife left him. Like, he had a very, successful wife.
Yeah, she was in the Clinton campaign.
No, that's what it was. See, Lummy knows about all this shit.
He was getting groomed. Like he was trying to groom those chicks.
Man, let's do a podcast today. Let's let it eat. What up, Kostika? This is the best cake I've ever had from Publix.
That's great. Thank you, Bubba.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bubba.
Merry Christmas.
You earned your 40th birthday, Lummy.
Best cake I've ever had here. On my birthday.
What it do, Neil? What up, Gary?
62 months.
Danny Weiner sent me dick pics. Yeah, Anthony Weiner seemed like the kind of guy that would just take a dick pic, go through all of his contacts, and go, "Who would like this picture?"
Yeah, I can see that. What's up, Gary? John Costica. What's up, DJ Brown?
Where's Where's DJ Brown?
Twitch.
Oh shit! What's up, DJ? What up, Johnny?
25 big ass nose, 43 months.
Johnny. Make sure you guys go to Twitter or Instagram to check out the picture we put up of Lummy for his 40th.
Thank you, Gary. Do it, Nash.
That's a great picture, Lummy.
Oh, thanks. I had a lot of work done at that time.
Lummy, you're one handsome child.
Oh, thank you.
When did you hit your growth spurt where you got tall?
12? Yeah.
What you drinking?
Everything. I said I had some pick when I was.
Oh, okay. Is that one of those ones you cut the little flavors?
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have one. Yeah, you put it put it cracks open.
We got Saharan dust coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
It'd be good to stop in the hurricane.
Yeah, it's going to slow the hurricane down.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll add some more sandbars to our golf.
What up, Lunger? What's up, Fat Pig? Jesus.
Big Lunger.
We got 28, Kim. I saw 25 last. Do reviews usually get that many thumbs up?
No.
What did you review?
Bubba the Love Sponge.
The only man that thinks ketchup is a food group.
It's pretty tasty.
Back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
So a couple things, Lummy, and then I'm going to play a piece from Bill O'Reilly, because I don't want to play it when I have him on, because it's going to be wasting time. I want to have already heard it and be able to refer back to it rather than play it while he's on. I got a lot of questions for Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, I think he can give you some answers.
Bill O'Reilly was a stud. He was a punter at Marist College. He went on to play semi-pro baseball for the Yankees.
Nice.
When he was a kid, he played Little League and youth hockey and was the goalie. But you know what, Lummy, on his Wikipedia, it doesn't say how big he is.
I think he's like 6'6". I want to say he's pretty tall.
Let me ask Alexa. Hey, Alexa, how tall and how much does Bill O'Reilly weigh?
I don't know the weight of Bill O'Reilly, but he is 6 feet 4 inches tall.
6'4".
All right, it's still pretty good.
Do you think people go up to him and yell, let's do it live? Or do you think that's just just a radio person thing?
And I wonder if I could ask him that. Be like, Bill, when people walk up and say your infamous line, does that make you mad? Because listen,
that was
Bill,
the tamest thing he said.
I'd be like, hey, Bill, you and I are boys. I'll have you on every day. You've been on my show a lot of times, and you and I have a ton of respect for you, for each other. You do my show anytime I ask. I put you on my show anytime you got something that you're promoting. I got a great relationship with you. You know that I'm not ever trying to get you in a gotcha moment. But does it make you mad when people walk up and say the infamous line? And are you mad at me for asking?
He might wonder what that is, Bubba, because remember he had emphysema.
He had emphysema?
He had infamous lines with some of the women that he allegedly was talking to.
No, let's not go there.
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you.
I'm just saying, let's do it live.
Yeah, right.
Let's do it live.
Let's do it live.
I'd be like, Bill, you know what? Should you think about making some coffee mugs? F it. Let's do it live. I mean, have you ever thought about embracing it and maybe making I
wonder who leaked that, Bubba. I wonder what the story was, because he was at the peak of the O'Reilly factor.
Bill, have you ever talked? Bill, have you ever talked about it? Have you ever talked about it?
Well, I'm sure.
I don't know if today is the day to do that necessarily. I don't know.
I mean, things are so tense politically, Bubba. It's up to you.
You're Bill, everything's so tense politically. Let's do a deep dive into Bill and not politics. I don't know.
You do your thing. I'm gonna.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
So Friday we're going to the Morgan Wallen concert. We know we have one parking pass. Now, just with that one, we're going to really overextend our stay because we're not just parking one truck. We're parking a truck sideways next to a tent, next to a cash cube, next to a golf cart, next to potentially a truck. I think we need to rule out the 4G auto blow.
What if he buys his own pass? Then he's good.
If he can get his own pass and get to us, absolutely.
I got
please, let's get it done. But I don't know that we can.
I got a tip last night that the parking passes were on sale at StubHub.
Were they? Because I've been looking on them.
That's what. Yeah, somebody sent me a DM last night.
Does it have to be a certain lot though?
Yes, it does.
It has to be what, lot B?
That's what people don't understand either. No, lot 5.
Lot 5.
And they do sell parking, but out where we're at, and it's usually across the whole stadium.
Mm-hmm. Don't give up on the truck yet, Bubba.
I'm not.
The truck would be...
Seth, I'm not. I want the truck. I want the truck. I
want the truck too.
I was thinking that I was going to be able to take 2 vehicles, the Crown Vic and my F-150. But Lummy, it's looking like I'm only going to be able to take one, so we're going to have to jam all of our stuff into the truck. Now, we now have no way to get there, but we do because I got a badass golf cart. Woo. Lummy, somebody told me that Mike from Southwest Florida Golf Carts, like they got screwed over on a deal or something. He got screwed over on a deal or something.
Yes.
And is doing something different.
I didn't know if he totally shut down at this point, but yeah, he did get screwed over from a couple people.
Will you get some information on?
Yeah, I'll get the exact information.
Let me know how he's doing, and if I can help, and if he's got a new place, can I promote him, and can I promote that place harder? Is it salvageable? Like what?
I will. Yeah,
because
I'll check in with
him. Big Mike was so generous in the e-bikes.
Oh, he's a great guy.
And the golf cart.
Do you still have your Gator?
Yes, I still have my Gator, but it's in Ocala. And you can't ride Gators. We can't. I wish I had it here, Tuttle, and it's currently broken in Ocala.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring a bad thing.
It's a bad thing. I got a guy trying to work on it, but it's just a bad thing.
It's a Drunk Dave and One-Eyed Billy.
I got Drunk Dave, Reed Whipper Greg, and One-Eyed Billy looking at it. Okay? So that's what I'm working with. So, Lummy, here's what I'm proposing, is that we take my pickup truck, we use that as our pass.
Yes.
We put everything in it, which I think we can get everything. Macho Man and Rhett, your guys' mics are up if you guys are opposed to any of this as far as my assuming we can get everything into my truck and things like that. But I think that we, Macho Man or Rhett, do you think that all of everything that we need, if we are a little bit more mindful and more Tetris-like in space, I think we could get everything in the truck. What say you?
I think you're good to go.
You're not Red or Macho Man now, are you?
I don't know. They weren't talking, so I didn't want to sit with dead air. I'm sorry.
I was in the rack room.
Sorry.
Wiring up the barracks off thing.
Right, I got you.
I think
we'll Macho Man could literally say he was wiring up anything. I was wiring up the McGillicuddy pass through.
You can't challenge him on anything.
I'm like, all right, man. Let me that pass through needed wired up. So, Mach, do you think that we can get everything that we need in the truck?
We'll figure it out.
No. That's not not.
He doesn't
the
like
answer.
that answer.
That's not. I'm tired of your giving yourself some wiggle room answers, Andy. I'd like to have an educated engineer of the program's guess.
Now I know I'm in trouble. Use my real name.
Yes, exactly, Andrew. Now, let me see. Do you think we can get it all? Now, that back seat folds up and you can put a ton of stuff back there. We can be more efficient with how we stack the generators and stuff like that. Do you think that we can get it all in the truck?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll do our best.
I'll do my best. It's a conversation we'll have later. It's another one of the things it says. All right. Now, Macho Man, can Merch Crick sit on your lap or sit in the you two, or can I sit her in the middle console and you sit in the passenger side while Lummy drives? Can I send you 3 with the truck?
Yes.
Okay. Then Lummy, I now have the golf cart.
Yes, you do.
And I know how to get to the the Raymond J Stadium using back roads here from the studio. That's completely legal.
Okay.
Who's going to be riding in that?
And that will be me and Rhett and Alex Stein, pay-per-view, and Seth. I'm thinking, Seth, maybe me and pay-per-view and Steiner
on
the front.
Oh.
On the front. That way she can kind of sit in the middle or on his lap, and then you and Rhett in the back.
You're trying to feel her hips, you pervert?
You know what? As a matter of fact, you caught me.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'd like to get a little. I mean, if you could get a pay-per-view hip rub, would you not?
I'll take a hip rub from Alex Stein if I could.
You'll take a hip rub from anybody.
Yeah.
You're so horny for the hip rub.
So then, Brett and I are hanging on the back of the golf cart for dear life.
No, it's got seats.
Okay.
How many miles is that? Do you know the distance?
Like 3.1 miles.
It's not all back roads. You have to go on. You have to go on Dale Mabry to get there.
No, I do not.
And that?
No, I do not. I do not have to go on Dale Mabry to get there. There's a sidewalk on both sides of Dale Mabry to the stadium. There's also a sidewalk from the stadium clear to International Mall. Lummy will tell you he's parked over there before.
There is.
So you can take a golf cart on a sidewalk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuttle, what?
I mean, I don't think you can take motorized things on a sidewalk.
I can and I have.
What about
I will. I can, I have, and I will.
What about the concert goers, Bubba? They're going to be on the sidewalk too.
Yeah. No, we're going to be way before them. We're going to be there we're going to be rolling through there at 2:30.
Might want to bring the charger for the golf cart as well too. That's got a lot of people.
Hey, guess what, buddy? I got a generator. Ha. Faced you, buddy.
I'm just.
I got two. Let me tell them how much electricity we have.
We got a lot of electricity.
I got two generators. I got a DeWalt 7,000 kW.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then I got a Generac 3,500 kW. I got enough to run a circus, bitch.
Colton's got a pretty good
Bubba's very
generator
aggressive
too.
today. Jeez.
Yeah, he's really.
Take it out on the weather, not us.
Shut up, Macho Man.
Bubba, Ashley found two parking passes if we wanted to buy them.
Oh, lot 5?
Yeah.
Lot 5.
Yes.
How much?
62 and 68.
Buy them.
Got it.
Right now.
Oh, that's a good deal.
I will
Bubba.
give you the cash right now.
That's almost probably what they're charging.
So now that hold
they're
on.
charging $50 for them, so it's only $18 or $12 over.
Is it a reliable
so
seller?
hold on.
Yeah.
Now hold on, Lummy. That means you need to get that means we got 3, right?
Yes.
And you need to get a hold of
Forgiato.
I will.
And get that Trump truck there. Now I don't think we need a. Well, you know what? We probably still do.
I think it'd still be good for the.
No, we can
the
take
golf cart.
we can take the Crown Vic because we can put everybody in the back.
That's right.
That gives there we go.
That's no fun. I mean, you're not going to get as good of content being the Crown Vic.
You're not.
I think the golf cart is.
Just bring the golf cart too.
Bring the golf cart too.
Why not?
Can we use the Crown Vic as the pace car, just so in case we want to kind of hop out and get in the Crown Vic if things gets too dangerous? With
Can
you?
we use it for a pace car in case we want to hop out and get back in it? That does not make sense. Sorry.
Sorry.
One thing that's going to happen probably.
So it's 9:05, bitches, and I'm playing something political because my next guest is a politically based guest. Now, come on. As much as you hate me, that's great. But you gotta admit, do I really need politics? No.
No, politics needs us, Bubba.
Exactly. I can do a show funnier than hell, not utter one political gimmick.
God, I've been waiting for this my whole life. Last 6 months, I mean.
Before Joe Biden drops out, is learning who Donald Trump's VP.
By the way, this is an interview that Bill O'Reilly did a few nights ago. And Lummy, what is his opinion on Biden dropping out?
Yes.
Is possible running
And
mate.
this is our guest today at 9:15?
Yes, it is.
All right, so I got to be quick.
Marco Rubio.
I can only play this and then get out and have Bill on the back.
Perfect.
J.D. Vance, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Doug Burgum, Tim Scott, Tom Cotton, Byron Donalds, Elise Stefanik, Ben Carson. It seems as though we have settled now, at least if you think about who Trump likes to see on the Sunday shows. Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance, Doug Burgum has been out there an awful lot.
Feels like wrap
Does
it
the
up,
fact that you predict a candidate other than...
What'd you say?
Bill's like, wrap it up, man. You're getting a little long-winded here.
Bill's like, man, I'm a minute 5 into this bitch, and you haven't even got your...
And Joe Biden as the top of the Democratic ticket, should that change Donald Trump's VP pick?
It won't, So who he should pick is Nikki Haley.
No. Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah.
That would assure him a
I'm going to ask him about it today.
victory in November, in my opinion, because
100%.
independent women would take a look. But he doesn't like Nikki Haley, and I don't blame him. I don't like Nikki Haley. But I know Nikki Haley is a very smart woman who could run this country. You put Nikki Haley up against Kamala Harris in a debate.
Bill's looking good.
Yeah, he is.
Say, Bill, you on low-carb diet or Ozempic or something? You look good as hell.
Wipe her out. What I think is going to happen is Trump is going to take little Marco.
No. Bill, I never disagree with you, but no.
Marco Rubio. And he's going to do that because the Hispanic voting public is tilting Trump's way. And it's a much larger vote than African Americans.
Sure.
And I think that Rubio is going to be the
but hasn't Rubio said, Lummy, he would move?
Yes, he has.
pick. But I'm guessing here. It's not like the Biden prediction, okay, where I'm 90% sure Biden's toast. I'm guessing on Trump's VP. But if it were me and I were Trump, Nikki Haley would be the VP.
Only 90%. So you're leaving out the possibility. Your tweet said the decision has been made. So are you walking that back a little bit?
Well, it has been made. But wait. You were on vacation sunning yourself, okay? You missed the follow-up.
What?
Okay? The one thing I got wrong, and everything that I said the day after the debate has come true. Everything except one. I didn't count on Jill Biden. If you read my book, Killing Reagan, Jill Biden is now channeling Nancy Reagan. It's exactly the same thing.
I don't know. Nancy seemed to be a little more tempered. Jill seems to be a little shot out of a cannon.
There's no access to Joe Biden by anyone unless Jill Biden approves. Joe Biden does everything his wife tells him to do, and we all know husbands like that. But this one, I didn't think that she was going to put her husband in this kind of danger. And let me just, one more, because I know you got to run. Can you imagine the stress that Joe Biden is under?
This guy named Leland? Is this guy?
The News
On
Nation?
Balance with Leland.
Whatever. Human being right
I'm going to say, Joe, did that Leland guy piss you off?
Yeah. Every word, every slip, everything he does is on page one. He screws up anyway. All right? Boom. Boom. Every hour of every day, somebody is saying bad things about Joe Biden. There's only so much a human being can take.
Yeah, trust me. You should read some of the things they say about me every minute of every hour of every day. These people hate me, too. Should call myself Bubba Biden. We'll do Joe next. Hold on.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
He's got that fucking newsman hair.
He does. Yeah, no, he's done. Bubba, so Dan's was VIP, so she got 2 VIPs.
Wow.
Lot 5 VIPs, so we'll get closer on 5.
Okay, good.
So
I owe you 130.
Both of them are 68 each for the VIPs.
So 70. I'm 140.
Yeah.
Tax.
I'm gonna send it to you right now. Okay.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
What a birthday present. I think I was trying to squeeze an extra 20.
So we're set. I mean, Lemmy, we're set.
Yeah.
Lemmy, we're set.
Yeah, so now we got 3 parking sponsors. Perfect.
Your fucking wife. I mean, you know, she's like your Joe Biden. She runs the show.
She was on it.
Say it.
Joe Biden.
Unfortunately, those 2 parking passes are Lummy's birthday present.
Yeah, that's what she just told me.
I got 38 fucking likes on this review. You guys are crazy, man. What the hell?
They had a mass crossbow shooting in London. Guy took out 4 people.
Crossbow?
Yeah.
How did they take him out?
That's why they'll tell you it's not the guns.
What's that?
How did they take him out?
They still manhunt. They're trying to find him.
Oh, shit.
I guess. I don't know.
Billy Club him?
Yeah, I mean, those crossbows, man, fuck you up.
Nope.
What up, Bloomin' Onion Maker? What's up, Hockey Farmer?
Lummy, I sent you $250, so that'd be $110 for your birthday.
In about 3 minutes and
Lummy!
seconds.
He's on the phone.
Hotline. We'll come right to Bill.
My bad.
I thought we were sending up. I thought we were doing 200 for the show.
I thought it was 100.
Thank you so much.
What's
Sorry,
on
Bubba.
there?
Bill's people.
What?
It was Bill's people. Sorry.
All right, sorry. I sent you $250, $110 for your birthday.
Oh, thank you, Bubba.
Oh, that's
Happy birthday.
so nice.
Woo!
It's from all of us.
Seth's already trying to fucking...
You said it was from all of us.
Thank you, Seth.
Yeah, from the show.
Yeah, from the show.
Thank you.
What's up, Nats fan? Dude, how about James Wood, man? James Wood's my dude. Nats got a nice young team. Lummy, I'm gonna just send the Bubba Army Cash App your birthday money, okay? You just take it right off the top, this big number that's coming in for you.
Oh, thank you.
Cowboy.
Is it from you?
Gift for me and my whole family. What are you doing? No, come on, dude. No. Please, everything's going good.
Don't talk about fucking taking my money.
No.
Thank you.
That was a warning.
What are you spraying him with? What is that?
Febreze.
Oh, Febreze is good, man.
Not him. It's like
That's fucking. That smells like fucking diapers.
He thinks that it's some kind of chemical that he's gonna breathe in and die.
No, it's just because I wanted to send Lummy money and I don't have his personal Cash App that all of a sudden it's a big. You got to spray me down like I'm a bad dog.
At least it's not like water.
I'd rather be water. I like fresh air, Tuttle. You know, it's fresh air. You know, it's.
Hey, Febreze is very, very like mild and tame for what he uses.
He needs something that's got a nice spring flavor.
Some pine sol.
Febreze was always when we went out back and medicated ourselves. The Febreze was.
You Febreze yourself?
Yeah.
Holy hell!
Oh, dude, Bubba would drench us with Febreze.
Oh man, Bubba, it seems like it's a fetish of yours. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna spray you down with Febreze and smell you. I don't even know if Babyface knows about the food review. I think him and I might just go to Walmart to get some fucking cards. That'll be our review.
It better not be.
Oh, it might be, man. It might be.
Do you want to start doing a House of the Dragon podcast stuff?
I need to watch it, dude.
Oh, it's so
What's
good.
House of the Dragon?
The prequel to Game of Thrones?
Oh, I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
The Dance of the Dragons.
I might be the only
Last
dude to
episode.
not watch Game of Thrones.
What's that?
The Dance of the
I'm
Dragons
with you,
started
Bubba.
last episode.
I know. I need
didn't
to.
watch the dragon.
I think we might sneak the golf cart just to have it.
That'd be cool to
That'd be
have
a
it
lot
there
worse.
with the
That'd be a
lights
lot
on.
worse, Longwood. There's no
What's
doubt.
that?
Time toys. I think it'd be cool to have it there with the lights on.
Yeah. And they'll let that right in. Oh, yeah.
He's the biggest Longhorn Steakhouse groupie. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Let me quickly get to Bill because I know he's been holding on for a little bit. Friend of the show. God, had him on. I don't even know.
Many times.
I just love the dude. I really, really, really like this guy. Bill, how are you, buddy?
Good. How you guys doing down there? A little humid, is it?
Oh, it's like it's like Vietnam all the time. You know that. You lived in Miami.
I did. I went down there to teach high school, and the high school did not have air conditioning. This was in 1971.
What was Miami? Miami in 1971, Bill, had to be kind of
well,
cool.
I was teaching in a ghetto in Opelika, which was really rough.
Oh, I know where the
Miami
hell
back
that's
then
at. That's bad.
It was bad.
I mean, did you
and
ever?
Miami then was kind of a backwater, except for the Dolphins. The Dolphins were dominant. But I remember going in the classroom and trying to write on the blackboard. I could not write with the chalk on the blackboard. It was so humid. What did I get myself into?
And that was one of your very first. That was one of your very first jobs, wasn't it?
Yeah, first job out of college, and I taught high school for 2 years in Florida. And coming from New York, it was a culture shock because some of those kids down there had never left the state in South Florida. They just, because it's a ride to get to Georgia. So anyway, but it was one of the best experiences of my life, I have to say.
I got to tell you, though, I mean, that job probably paid like what? $9,400? Like
Nothing. That's an interesting question because it paid so little that I had to work a second job. And my second job was a bouncer at the Rec Bar in Miami Beach, which was the biggest hot spot in South Florida, the Rec Bar. And I was a bouncer there on the weekends, and that almost for the 2 nights paid me as much as teaching school.
And, man, I got to tell you, man, back in the 70s, Miami and the chicks, I mean, it had to be pretty cool.
Look, they hired me because I'm 6'4", 210 pounds, and I look respectable. So they wanted to, and mob guys ran the Rec Bar.
Of course.
It was a mafia place, and they were all New York guys, and so they knew I was from New York, and they knew I was presentable. I didn't care. They were paying me in cash, and so I just said, "Look, I don't want to have to beat anybody up."
I bet you had to yoke some people up, though, Bill.
No, I didn't, because they had other guys named Guido who would do that. All I had to do was signal from the bullpen.
So you just would
come over and take care of it.
You'd give the signal to the Guido to come get the bad guy out. You were just kind of like running. You were like the boss of the Guidos, kind of.
I had to actually wear a sport jacket that I didn't want to get messed up.
Right.
So, Guido took care of the...
you were kind of like the pit boss in Vegas, kind of like the pit boss that was running the dealers, kind of.
Well, I didn't look at it that way. All I wanted to do was get the hell out of there and be able to eat the next week.
Did you ever think, Bob? Bill? Did you ever think, man? I was a teacher in Miami, and then went on to be the biggest cable news guy. And I'm not trying to talk money or nothing, but probably at your height, Bill, you probably were a 30, 40, 50 million dollar a guy year. And I mean, think of from being a high school teacher needing a second job as a bouncer in Miami to the highest paid cable news guy. That's quite the trek. Throw in a semi-pro pitching and punter for Marist College, and you got yourself Bill O'Reilly, buddy.
Only in America.
That's right.
And that's why, my traditional outlook on the country and how noble it is exists, because I came out of Levittown, New York. My parents didn't have any money. And I rose up to the highest level. We are the best-selling nonfiction authors in the world.
With a new book coming out September 10th.
Confronting the President will be out September 10th, 2 months from today, and it's already sold 50,000 in advance orders.
Bill, in your new book, not to give anything away, but give us one little fact that maybe the average person didn't know about said president.
Well, every page you're going to have that, but we open the book with George Washington is mad at his mother. That's the first sentence in the book. And George Washington's mother did not like him and wrote letters to the Virginia newspapers telling them that Georgie was starving her. That's how we open the book.
So what is
absolutely true?
So what is
it drove Washington nuts.
So the guy,
he didn't even go to his mother's funeral.
He didn't?
No.
Do you think George Washington?
There was so much bad blood between Washington and his mother that he didn't show up for the funeral.
I mean, he's always held in the highest regards, but probably George Washington was had a little bit of a prick side to him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, Washington was justified. His mother was a loon. But the history that we all have been taught about the presidents is 80% propaganda.
How about is there?
And we cut through it all and tell you who these guys were, whether they helped or hurt the country, and in a way that I will tell you, Bubba, every single page you go, whoa! And that's why this book is going to, I think, be a smash.
Do you get into the infamous? Was it? Let me. What were the two interns that Kennedy had?
Fickle and Faddle.
Fickle and Faddle. Did you get into that?
That was in Killing Kennedy, so we went over that territory pretty methodically in that book. But the Kennedy chapter, the man did some very good things, but he wasn't what Americans thought he was, and he had the press protecting him. Big time. And that's pretty much what we tell you, how the Washington Post and other vehicles basically let Kennedy run wild.
Yeah, I've read several things that the press didn't. They really gave him a pass on some of the real shady stuff that he did.
They loved him.
Bill, how far could you go out and punt a ball right now, and how fast could you throw a ball? Former semi-pro pitcher, former punter. Could you punt a 40-yarder?
No.
No? Come on, Bill.
No, I couldn't get out there 40. At my prime, I won the division at UMass Marist College in the punting division. I could kick the ball, 60 yards.
Yeah.
On occasion if I had a nice wind behind me. And then we didn't have radar guns back there, but I think I could get it up to about 85, 87. Heat. But I was a good athlete.
So I bet you could still pump it in the 60s with a small little splitter.
In the 60s, I threw out the first pitch at the Mets a few years ago, and I kind of drilled it in. I wasn't a Barack Obama.
Bill O'Reilly on the phone. And Bill, you've been in the news lately. I love that one dude that you said that you've been tanning too much, and you set him straight on News Now. I like that. I like that interview.
Which one was that?
The News Nation guy.
The News Nation guy, where you said, looks like you've been tanning too much there, buddy.
Missing the news.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do News Nation every Monday and Wednesday. That's working out very well for us. And then I posted yesterday on BillO'Reilly.com, which is where we live, the viewer numbers for my TV show. We do it 4 times a week. And then we have syndicated radio. You know that world.
Yeah.
And the viewer numbers now are approaching, for this independent news agency, what cable news does in prime time.
Really?
And it took me 7 years to build this. And you know what the key to it all was? YouTube.
Yep.
My post-debate analysis on YouTube had 4 million views.
People don't realize us old school, you're an old school.
Oh, they don't know.
No, us old school broadcasters.
And the average age of people watching the cables and the network news is like 98.
Right.
I mean, it's old people who can't work the computer or the cell phone. That's who's left because they're so boring.
And I mean, you are old school broadcaster where you I think you had a gig in Denver, you had a gig in Hartford, you were a weatherman in Dallas, you were the average television journeyman that had a television career. I think in Hartford, and then WCBS in New York, and then CBS National, and then boom, Inside Edition. Was Inside Edition kind of your real big break, or was the ABC?
Yeah, that was the turning point of it all. I wasn't a weatherman. I got out of Boston University. I went there after my high school teaching days, got a master's in broadcast journalism. I started in Scranton, and I worked my way up to New York City, largest market,
right,
in 5 years. And then I went to the networks. I went to CBS and ABC, worked with Rather and Jennings, and then I went to Inside Edition because they paid me a phenomenal amount of money. And David Frost, who was the first anchor, you guys remember him?
Yep.
David Frost?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was drunk every night. So they had to fire him. And there I was. I don't drink. So they go, this? I said, I don't know if I can turn the show around because it's a disaster, but we'll give it a shot. And we did.
And you probably took, knowing you, You probably took a back-ended deal where the base was decent, but you had some huge backside ratings incentives, and here you are just nailing those, cashing big checks. Because they're
I was there 6 years, and I made fairly significant money at Inside Edition, and then I left to go to Harvard and get another master's degree. My agent went, "What? You're walking away from millions?" I said, "Yeah, I'm tired of it. I don't want to do this. Let me go up and get another degree," and that's where I designed the O'Reilly Factor up in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
That's where you see you got a little FU money. Then you're like, I'm going to go get a big kicker from Harvard, and I'm going to be able to take that to Fox, and I'm really going to get paid.
Yeah, I mean, look, I didn't know at that time that Roger Ailes, who was running Fox, paid attention to what I did at Inside Edition, but he did. He saw how much money that syndicated television program made, and it was on the rocks. So that's the decision that Fox made, that this guy can make us money, can run an hour program, and the rest is history, as they say.
Was Roger Ailes depicted correctly in that doc?
No. That's all propaganda. Ailes is a genius as far as evaluation of talent. He knew who was good and who was not good on television. There are very few human beings alive who have that skill. What he did or did not do, I don't know.
Sure.
I mean, I had a business relationship with him. He was running Fox News. We got along fine because I was delivering major ratings for him. But other than that, I have no idea. But as far as a businessman was concerned, he organized that place. He put good talent on the air. And, it is still maintained. It's not what it used to be. Everybody knows that FNC is not what it used to be. But it's still much better than the alternative.
Well, here's the thing. It's decent, but everything else is so crappy that it's still pretty good.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's an excellent analysis. You just can't sit there and watch this propaganda. And there is propaganda on Fox, if you want to be honest about it.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
But they have better talent. Fox has better talent. And then, because I don't watch a lot of that because I'm really busy. But when I cruise through, 9 out of 10 of these people bore me to death.
But I mean,
as a guy who's been in the media, for 80 years, Bubba? You've been
40.
You started with Marconi, didn't you?
38 years, buddy.
You got to be entertaining. You got to be alive out there. And most of these people are dead.
Now, do any of the current Fox people, the Gutfields, the Jesse Waters, do they ever pay respects to a guy that helped lay down, the foundation of kind of what they're doing?
Sure. You don't hear anybody badmouth me.
No, I mean, do you ever see him out and about, and Jesse be like, comes up and pays respects to the guy? Hey, Bill, how you doing, buddy?
Well, I think in Waters' book, he said, in his opinion, I'm the best broadcaster, he's ever seen. And I talk to him from time to time. He'll give me a call. I don't talk to Gutfield, but I was never real friendly with Gutfeld. I put him on the Factor. He's very talented, good writer. But I don't schmooze. I'm not a schmoozer guy, but I see them around. I'm in New York, and they're in New York. Sean Hannity, I'm on his radio program every week. Today, I'll be on that this afternoon.
Kill Me. I've had Brian on. Brian Kill Me. You good with Brian?
Yeah.
I've had
He's
him.
Around.
I've had him
on Long Island.
I've had them all on. I used to have Tucker on, back in the day, and I worked with Glenn Beck when Glenn Beck was a guy in Tampa. So, we know a lot of the same people. And Bill, I've just been so cool to be able to maintain a relationship with you and always have you on the air when you're promoting your stuff and when we need your opinion about certain things, and appreciate you always giving me the time of day. And where it's not a conventional interview. It's always just kind of a guy's guy deal, and I appreciate what you do. I really do, buddy.
Well, it's very nice of you to say. We'll have an extensive conversation when Confronting the Presidents comes out. We'll send you an advance copy.
I would love that.
And if there's any big breaking news and you guys want to know anything, just give us a call.
Well, let's talk about the vice president. I think that now that Marco Rubio is there a law You're saying that Rubio might be the guy for the VP. Isn't there a law where the president and the vice can't be from the same state? So that would require obviously
but
Rubio.
All Rubio has to do is sign a lease for a condo or an apartment in Georgia, and there it goes.
Or even D.C. Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know whether he has a residence in D.C., but sure. I mean, that's all he has to do. That's an easy one. That's not going to inhibit.
Bill, I'm not a big Rubio fan. I really am not.
Yeah, but it's all about demographics. See, if Trump can hold the momentum in the Hispanic communities, he'll win.
So you're saying now
that's it, because there are so many Hispanic voters, particularly in states like Nevada and Arizona, and swing states he needs. He puts Rubio on a ticket. That's a plus for some Hispanic voters.
I know you're big on Nikki Haley. I know that you're like, listen, if he
I'm
was
not
smart.
big on her. I mean, that would be his best play, but that's not going to happen.
How about Tulsi Gabbard?
No, she's too isolationist, foreign policy wise. And the MAGA people, they don't want that. I think she's the smartest of the crew, though.
I do too.
I had her on a few weeks ago, and I gave her a pretty good interview. I mean, she had to answer the question. She's pretty smart.
Yeah, you don't give anybody a pass. You don't give anybody softballs.
No, I mean that's not what we do. But this is not her time. But she keep your eye on her. She's very intelligent, but she's got to wise up about the foreign policy stuff.
So that was who I was wanting. How about the Ramaswamy guy? Is that guy? Is he?
He's going to be secretary of something.
Yeah, kind of like the way Biden made. Who was that? Buttigieg or like all the.
Yeah, Buttigieg. Right. Ramaswamy will be running. He'll be a cabinet member. He'll be running some department if Trump wins.
Now, I mean, how much of Biden still staying in the race is really Jill? Is it all of it? Is it all her? Because she seems to be the one that's campaigning right now.
Yeah, it's pretty much all of her. Biden's support in the Democratic Party is very weak. Barack Obama's turned against him, and you know that if you watch David Axelrod, who's Obama's consigliere on CNN, and he doesn't have a lot of support inside the Democratic Party. But there's no mechanism to pull him out of there. And Jill is, you're going to have to drag her out of there. She'll be latching onto the furniture. They'll see somebody will have her ankle. She wants to stay there.
She takes to China, right?
Yeah.
Bill, I can't thank you enough for all that you do for us, my friend. And
sure, Bob. I'm glad you're still doing well down there, and we'll talk in the next few months because things are really going to heat up. Pardon the pun, in Florida.
Not only that, but give me a copy of that book. Let's promote that, and let's continue to do election stuff, bud.
Okay.
Bill,
you'll get it.
Bill
Thanks for having me in.
BillO'Reilly.com. Bill, thank you. Appreciate you. BillO'Reilly.com. Good guy. Always been good to me.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to go, but
I did think he wanted to go.
No,
well, you know what? I heard like talking in the background.
Yeah, I did too.
That was
and I was thinking maybe that was his that was his handler talking to the next people, and maybe saying Bill will be done soon. So out of professionalism, I thought that maybe that interference that I was hearing was her handler in the next station. And which would be a nice time for me to, go.
Yeah.
Which we went, 15. We went actually 20 minutes, and I think we're only supposed to go 15.
Yes.
Because, yeah, exactly. But Bill, we do have Bill will go do a one-off for us.
Oh, yeah, we did. I think the last one we did with them was 40 minutes.
Right. So, like, when Bill's on the junket, he's one way, and it's usually 15. And if you're a good host, you try to be mindful of that, like I am.
I think you got everything in there.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
The only thing I wanted to get in, and I'm going to probably get this in during the presidency when he promotes his book, is I'm going to say, Bill, there's that one infamous, saying that you did back when there was a hot mic on Inside Edition. And do people ever, come up to you and say that, and does it upset you, and does it upset you that I'm even asking you about it? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. And he might say, Bubba, it was some stupid-ass engineer that had the mic going on, and that's gone on, and, I survived it, but, it's, maybe that's, I'm sure it's not his Hogan tape. but maybe it's something that he's not so proud of and doesn't like to talk about.
He didn't say. Listen, it wasn't like he went on an N-word tirade. He just, it makes him look like, little.
A little angry?
Yeah, but I mean,
good,
he's a professional.
But good hosts are.
Yeah, I mean, we've had those.
I mean,
moments.
I've had meltdowns.
Yeah, we've all had them. We just haven't.
You've had a meltdown where you've left the studio. I've had a meltdown where I've left the studio.
Yeah, I've had a lot of.
Tuttle's had meltdown where he hung himself.
Yeah, somebody choked me out too in the corner.
Oh.
Your dog almost attacked me a couple weeks ago.
And everything's going so well for Tuttle. He's got business cards. He hired Colton, which we still.
But he got bit by my dog.
Yeah, he got bit by your dog. Man.
He comes downstairs. He goes, Merch Crick wasn't up there, but I got myself a dog bite on the hand. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, your dog bit me. And I go, my dog would never bite you.
Yeah.
And I guess when Bella is confronted by somebody that she doesn't know, and I or Merch Crick are not there, she gets a little aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
And did she bite you?
Yeah. I mean, I got a little nip on the thumb, and I almost fell down the flight of stairs.
Did you have any pain and suffering?
Oh, I mean...
Did you call John Morgan for dog bite? Dog bite. Call. Pound law. That's all.
I mean, it's a little bit.
Tuttle, I can't sue Bubba. He's my friend. I mean, conflict.
He probably could.
What kind of damage monetarily do you think was done to your hand, Tuttle?
Well, I just can't. I got a fear of just random animals now.
Yeah. No, it's not necessarily the injury. It's the mental anguish.
Well,
he's going to sue me for that.
Can you cut a check for mental anguish, Bubba, or you just would rather him take this to court?
I just say, hey, listen, you just pretty much guaranteed you're never going to be back on my show again.
Well, can we keep the podcast? It's doing well.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
What's that?
The podcast table up here on the stage.
Yeah, we never use it.
That's not true.
I mean, the studio is like so good.
I mean, most people in content don't appreciate how good this fucking studio is.
Oh,
They don't have the infrastructure like
honestly
you,
the
Bubba.
best.
Infrastructure lover.
They don't have the goats. They don't have their own content.
They don't have their own server. They don't have, you know what? And here's the other thing they don't have: 25 years of content.
And you know what? They don't have a fucking $10,000 cash cube. They don't have 115,000 subscribers.
They can't buy 2 VIP at the lot.
Just all willy-nilly.
Their corporation has to buy it.
They can't give Lummy $110 for his birthday.
They don't got a payroll they have to meet every other Thursday.
They're just a bunch of bitches.
Just a bunch of little bitches.
Oh, man. No coffee today. What's up, Brian?
You use coffee?
No, I'm
Are you a big coffee drinker, Seth?
I just drink espresso.
He likes to go to coffee shops and leave bad reviews.
So what was your complaint about?
It was stupid, man. I just get this. I go to the hipster coffee places in St. Pete.
They do a slow drip, cold drip.
Yeah, it's all a thing. But I just get espresso iced with oat milk in it, and they charge you $1 just to pour a little oat milk in it, which is fine. But the lady told me that I need to start ordering a different drink that has more milk in it. Then the different drink is like $4 more than the one I get.
Trying to upsell you.
Right. So anyway, I went there over the weekend, and her and this other dude just looked pissed off. Like they were just in their phones. I went to get I got my coffee, and then I asked if they could put a little more in there, and she's like, you're going to need to start ordering a cortado, which is what the fucking $7 drink is they want me to get. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I just paid you $1 for a splash of oat milk, and I'm just asking for a little more. I told Bubba it's like getting a Sprite and vodka or something, and then asking for more Sprite, and then having an issue with it, I'm not asking for more of the good shit. I'm just looking for a little something to make it go down easily. Anyways, they just were very fucking. I've been a barista. I've been to these places, and there's never been an issue with 2 shots of espresso. So
that's the big kick.
I mean, look, it's not the worst thing in the world. It just bothered me. And
there's 26 people that agree with you, lover.
38.
My bad.
38 that have thumbed it.
I can't believe that the company's not got a hold of you.
I like going
this
to
madness could stop.
I like going to Starbucks and getting a coffee with 2 shots of espresso in it, and they call it a black eye.
Yeah.
So, and I always make sure I get a tall one. So when they call it the name, who ordered the tall black guy? It sounds like they're saying,
"Man, look at you."
It's just
They do. I mean, they do call. I mean, I don't know why they call it that. It's really stupid. If there's a red eye and a black eye.
Yeah.
The red's the one shot. I don't.
You know what really pains me is like when I go to the drive-thru, and this happens to me all the time because of my voice, and it's a little bit of a higher octave. They'll be like, does that complete your order? I'll be like, yes, and they'll be like, pull up to the next window, ma'am. and I'm a dude every time, and it's so uncomfortable because every time they call me ma'am.
Well, I mean, don't feel bad. I've called places before in order to takeout, and they've left my name as Beth. So.
Yeah, but.
I mean, which they clear. I mean, they think I'm a woman.
I never had that.
Yeah, but it's not by your voice. They say ma'am because they hear my voice.
Don't worry about those people. Well, you know, the drive-through people around here in Tampa, they would know you're a real man.
You're a real man, Tuttle.
So you want to tell Tuttle about the food review thing that you're making everybody do?
I'm making a cake, Seth. I gotta get the cake done first.
I gotta do cake, okay.
Yeah. Let's let him.
I thought you wanted him and Colton doing a food review.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, all right.
Colton eats like a child, man.
I know.
He honestly will not eat a vegetable.
Bubba's making us all do these food reviews now.
Oh, I would love to be a part of this.
Yeah, look at that.
You wouldn't have to make me.
How about a fucking enthusiastic employee that wants to fucking go the extra mile instead of one that bitches about it and dings me?
I'd feel
Oh,
honored.
I'm sorry, Seth. How you doing?
I'd feel honored just to do a food review.
Dude, I haven't dinged you at all. I've been chill as fuck, man.
Every day you're dinging.
I'm not dinging. I'm hoping one day I'll get like a
Every
tip.
day I'm dinging. I'm hoping one day someone-
Make sure you subscribe to Bubba Army HQ. Otherwise, Bubba will have to take action. And there's a lot of power behind those short arms. Welcome back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Lummy, did you get the money?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I Zelled you $250.
Thank you.
From the business account. And that's $140 for the parking tickets, which is a little, because they were 68 apiece, so, rounded up to 70. That would be 140, correct?
Yes.
And then I wanted to add another 100 for your birthday, and instead of making 240, and you can't make it, you got to make it 250.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
So there you go, buddy.
Thank you.
That's from the entire show, there, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Thank you, Tuttle.
You want to go to lunch?
So
no,
now that we got three, now that we got 3 parking passes, the 3 vehicles are going to be. Listen, and Seth, Rhett, you and Machos, mics are on if you'd like to participate. So Lummy, I'm thinking maybe still you, Merch Crick. I still might try to get 3 people in my truck.
Okay.
And then we got, the Crown Vic, which can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the merch and there. And then Lummy, do I bring the golf cart over and to have a golf cart there? I'm not going to have a parking pass, but do you think I can get in?
Yeah, I
that
think
little
so.
area?
Yeah, with the lights and everything on, they're not going to shut you down.
So I'm just saying, I'm going to support. I'm a support vehicle for the Bubba Army display.
Yeah, there's because you got to think with the RVs, they have golf carts, things like that. So,
but what if I can't sneak my golf cart in? Would I just park it somewhere and just
park it on Dale Mary?
Or should we put it in the back of Forgiato's truck and drive it in?
Just have them tow it on a trailer?
No. I don't know how hard. I think you can just lift it up.
No.
I don't know how hard. I don't know how
It's
heavy.
heavy.
You got to have big ramps. When I took it to the NHRA Nationals, you have to have ramps, and you have. I mean, it's a.
I'm sorry, they look light. Am I bad?
It just fits in my truck.
Those batteries are heavy.
It just fits in my truck. Well, I got lithium. I don't have. I got just a little box the size of like. You understand? I have full-blown lithium batteries, Tuttle.
Oh, no kidding.
I saved when Big Mike got me this golf cart. It came with lithium batteries, and usually the average golf cart has about 550 to 600 pounds of batteries. I think a lithium battery it weighs 100 pounds. So you save like 400 pounds in lead batteries by having just a little lithium
Less
deal.
drag, too. Power drainage. You got the knobby tires on it?
Yep.
Johnny Z on YouTube said that if we're taking a golf cart, we should just wear security shirts and they'll let us in.
Especially with the lights.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you say security, you got a golf cart. I mean, well, who's challenging that?
Yeah, just act like you've been there before.
Yeah, I got a badge. I got an honorary badge too.
Yeah, be like, hey guys, we got a call about a disturbance over there.
I got
in
a
corner
call
5.
back here in lot 5.
Yeah,
I got some kind of call back here in lot 5. I got to get through here.
Yeah.
And let me, if I wear one of my
you got a green vest or something?
Safety vest.
Let me. We have those Bubba Army safety vests.
We sure do.
So if I got a safety vest, be like, hey, I got a call at lot 5. I got to get in there. Can I get in here?
Let's print out a piece of paper. You can tape it to the front in big bold
Clipboard,
letters. It'll say event surveyor.
Bring a clipboard.
Event services.
I mean,
Surveyor services. Yeah, something along those lines. Something vague enough to get us in.
Event services.
Can I be serious?
Right?
I think this would work with no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
So on the bottom windshield, Rhett, I'll have the Merch Crick print out a big piece of paper in black that you tape on there, and it says event services.
Yeah. But what are you gonna do? Like, if
you could, you know what you actually could do, Rhett, is put a couple of garbage bags in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just you're checking garbage. Back.
We're security.
Bubba, while we're waiting to get in, I mean, we could always look at what the golf carts have there, since we'll be there like an hour early, and then text you what to put on the paper. You print what exactly it says that they have, put it on the paper, and then you're good.
Yeah. So who's going to go early and run surveillance?
Well, we got to be there an hour early to get our spot.
Wait, now, Bubba, are you going to be still trying to take all 5 of us through on your golf cart? Because we might not all look security.
No, a lot of them. I might just take one person with me to film.
Stein, you think?
Or
Rhett?
Or probably just Rhett to film, because I can put everybody else in the Crown Vic.
I mean, you don't think Merch Crick might help you get through her filming?
Oh, yeah.
Filming?
I mean, she's not security. I mean,
you can't put those jugs in a security shirt.
We could maybe
not
get
on a work day.
Yeah, maybe those jugs could get us like $25 off the $50 parking, but those jugs aren't passing the security.
Yeah, those jugs are getting you some things, but they're not getting you in as security.
But she was a cop, Bubba, so maybe she knows like the verbiage.
Yeah, and she's got an honorary badge too.
There you go.
Well, you guys flash those. I mean, flash the badges all night long. We might just get in the damn show. We might get backstage.
She's got a badge. I got a badge. Let me you just hold the badge up. Say, hey, I got a problem, and I'm going to lot 5.
Had a disturbance.
I got a service call in lot 5.
That's right.
Hey, I got like a fake. I got like from the track, like a fake walkie-talkie.
Oh, perfect.
And like I'd be like, I got what's that? Hold on, I got a gimmick in 5.
I'm telling you, a clipboard gets you into places.
Yeah.
And so then, Bubba, so what happens is, so you pull up and you're talking to the guy, and then me and Lummy come out of the bushes and we're fighting, and you go, there's a disturbance! And then you just come in and get us.
There you go.
As like we're kind of
and arrest you and put you in the back.
Well, I just say to make it look really official, like you.
No,
jump
I'm not
into
there
action.
to break up fight. I'm there kind of more to check the porta potties and the trash.
That's not security. That's
That's event services.
Porta potty check.
That's event services. You don't want to act like you're a cop. That's impersonating a cop.
Bubba, that would be good too. That would be really good, Bubba. Especially if security guy recognizes you, man. Bubba's he's working porta potty duties at the Morgan Wallen concert. He's really.
I'm not going to no porta potties. I'm going to our cash queue, bitch. I'm just using porta potties as an excuse.
I don't know why you want to be an undercover porta potty, man, when you could be undercover security. It's much cooler.
I don't know that. I think impersonating a security guard comes with a stiffer violation than impersonating a porta potty attendant. Sir, what are you guilty of? I am guilty of impersonating a porta potty attendant. The judge would laugh at you.
You're not saying that you're
Be
like a 5-star
sir,
general. You're just saying
I'm event, sir. It's so vague. big that it works. Event services. That could be everything from an overflowed toilet to a porta potty to a guy that's got a medical issue in lot 5.
Yeah, but it's probably not good that you do that for the security guard. It looks like it's a felony, up to 5 years in prison, and a $5,000 fine.
Let me. Do me a favor.
Yes.
But I want you to see what a penalty is for impersonating a porta potty attendant. Probably probation.
Lummy, not official. Not like if you impersonate like
a mall cop. Yeah.
No, this says security officer, security guard.
Yeah. That's a mall. I mean,
they need to. DeSantis need to look at that rule. That's a bad law.
Yeah, we don't need Bubba going to jail for 5 years for
No, I
impersonating.
can't go to jail if I just say I'm event services.
This is all to get a stupid golf cart into the damn parking lot,
so we can have fun and create content.
Listen, I'm with you. I just feel like we should really be plotting our felonies off the air. That's all I'm saying.
There is no felony. If I pull up and I go, sir, I'm event services.
It's you and Rhett.
Yes.
Okay.
We're here to check the porta potties. That's all we say.
And I got a camera.
Yeah, he's got a camera.
And he's got a... Okay, well, maybe...
Maybe he just puts it down for a second.
Or maybe he just kind of undercovers it, act like he's looking at his phone playing, Pokemon.
Well, I mean, the best part is when we went to the Bucks game, the guy that we were trying to bamboozle knew who you were.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Power Pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, man, I remember you from the Power Pig. Now you're checking porta potties? Man, what the hell's going on? Where's No Panties Thursday at?
Are you gonna
Redneck Monday. Fat Philly Friday.
You gonna wear the green vest still, like the traffic vest?
Event services. That encompasses everything.
That's right.
Event services. And I got lights on top of it. I got like, this isn't just a regular golf cart, Lisseth. This has got full-blown light package on it.
No, I know. This is the real deal. This is definitely going to work. I just want to make sure that, there's no issues with you getting escorted out with your tiny arms.
Even if I do
behind your back.
They can't, I don't think that they can, I don't think that they're going to arrest. I think they're going to send me and Rhett back to go back to where we came from, then put us nose to the ground and have us arrested for trying to break into lot 5.
Well, plus Rhett has to take the fall for you. I mean, that's how it has. That's how it has to go.
Well, I'm not going to let Rhett take the fall for me. I mean,
you're trying to be fake staff, whatever you are,
sir. Do you know why I pulled you? Do you know why you're in jail? Why? Because you were impersonating an event services guy at the. That's not even a thing. I'm fine. I'm bringing a golf cart.
Perfect. I can't wait.
Rhett, you're my cameraman.
I think you're just overthinking this. Can't you just drive it over a curb to get into the lot?
Yeah.
I'll be there. Yeah, they won't see you way back there.
Yeah, Seth, I'm sorry, Rhett, when we get in down by the Yankees training area, when we get in through, and then we just zip it right on down with our lights on, they ain't going to say nothing.
Nope.
No.
We're not even going to the main entrance. We're going to neek in somewhere else.
There you go. Yeah,
even if Rhett has to move over a barricade a little bit for me to neek in. Rhett, get out of there, move that barricade so I can sneak it in.
That's easier than this plot that we're trying to come up with.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, down there by Morgan and Morgan, what used to be Johnny Gomes, and what was it called? Prato and Gomes?
Yeah, Eaton Gomes, yep.
You can get in right through there.
No, I know that one might be different. I think that you going by the Yankees thing is a little bit easier.
How's the ground clearance on that golf cart? Pretty good, right?
Damn good. I got a lift kit. I got a lift kit on it.
Yeah, might have to cross a drainage ditch or two, but I think
that's not a problem for that beefy golf cart I got at Southwest Florida Golf Carts that may not be around anymore.
Everybody might need to get out and just one person and make it through the ditch.
No, I don't know. I mean, I'm only be bringing one person.
Why'd you say it like that, Tuttle?
I'm just saying.
Tunnel, too bad you're out of town. I'd have you on this caper.
What day is it?
Friday.
Man, I work 4 days out of the week.
Now is Colton, he's working for you now, huh?
Yeah.
He quit he had a really good flim-flamming job, and he quit the flim-flamming job, which was easy as cake, to work for you.
It was an outdoor job, wasn't it, though? I mean, wasn't he?
Outdoor job. This is remote working from home. Colton can, sleep until 5 minutes, go to the garage, get medicated, come to work.
And then get on the laptop and start recruiting people?
Yeah.
There you go. Lummy, what are we doing? Was there an after show today?
No, sir.
No?
No.
Loner and Stoner podcast is out now.
There you go.
Oh, have you guys sent it to me yet?
I sent it to Seth on Monday.
We got to get it up on Facebook,
The
don't we?
link
Yeah,
and stuff.
I'll send you the link.
All right. Lummy,
Thank you, Bubba.
so do we physically get we're going to need these passes, you know that, right?
Yeah, I got Dr. Dan's and Ashley's getting the other two.
Perfect. Could we buy another one and bring the cream machine?
Yeah, I think there's 2 more available. Well, I don't know about the VIP.
I don't think the cream machine will make it. and I don't think it's licensed. I don't think it has any insurance or like a license plate.
Can we tow it there?
No. We're overthinking this. I'm already a goddamn porta potty expert.
Let's be paramedics.
No. We can bring our AED machine.
That works.
Here we go. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
Me, Bubba the Love Sponge.
Co-host and show historian Lumet.
Co-host Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire of Council. Co-host J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Brett, the Filthy Ginger video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
And for everything else, go to thebubbaarmy.com.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I repeat hello, I'm back.